Ain't Got It Yet podcast, episode 85, take 2. I'm Michael Flicks.
Madame.
Like always.
Back here, man, for another week of fun, another week of good conversation. I'm not gonna say argument and debate no more because I don't wanna. I've never forced it, but I don't wanna keep saying that. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. Speaking of that, you know what? We'll get to that in a second. But we back in here, man. I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling just okay. Had somewhat of had a good week and a good weekend, actually. Made a little bit of money. It went right out. As soon as I made it, went right out to bills and some stuff I had to do. But had a pretty solid weekend. Really, really stressful yesterday. And had some good things happen. Had some money hit my account today. So I'm still dealing with what happened yesterday. But when you make money, it's kind of like makes everything feel a little better, though. So, you know, I mean, I'm doing okay, but still dealing with that stress, though, man. Still dealing with that stress. You know what? I'm going to get to it now because I don't want to forget what I said about like the arguments and everything. I figured out the main reason why Dion and I argue the way we do and why it gets as heated as it does. Figured it out. It's both of our fault, but probably more my fault than it is your fault. The way I see it is the arguments happen when they happen and they happen the way they happen because I get sometimes, okay, you correct me if I'm wrong, but sometimes you don't necessarily like the question or topic and you want to like alter it or change it or like have an evolution from that. And which is great, which is amazing for podcasting. And that's why and I say that because sometimes I'm like, no, the topic is this and then what you want to do is this. That is what happens. And I do think that's good for podcasting, but it would frustrate me because we wouldn't be finished answering the initial question and topic. And you'd be trying to like move it or alter it. When moving it altering it or like evolving the question or the topic is great. It's going to make for more conversation and probably sometimes a little bit of a better conversation. But I would just get frustrated because it's like, bro, we ain't finished tackling the initial topic. And now you're trying to alter it or change it. And then from your point of view, you'd be like, but bro, no, this is what I'm saying. And this is what I've been saying the whole time. And I'm like, yeah, you saying that, but this is what the topic has been. I was editing back the last episode and I was like, and it's happened before, but just editing back last week's episode, I was like, that's what it been. And actually in that, I don't know if you, no, you never opened it. I sent the email, you never opened it, but I sent you the whole raw clip, like I said I would do. But I was,
I gotta start getting on my channel.
Like, hey, you said you sent it, you never said. I sent it. But I think that's been the, and again, that's more my fault than it is yours. But I think that's been the cause and the main cause of a lot of our most heated arguments. Anyway,
I think it's good for the pod. Y'all do what y'all do when y'all do it.
I do too. I believe that it's just on camera and for the pod, but I felt like it was necessary to bring that in because it's just being transparent, and I also just want to make sure that those. I mean, I am sure. Like I'm like 98% sure, but there is that 2% where I'm like, I don't know. This nigga seemed like he was real turned up. He might be like more mad than
me. I was
not turned up, but just like real upset. And I'm like, and it's cool because it's cool. But I'm like, and again, I do feel 98% of me feels like that it stays on camera and it stays on pod. But I just want to check that 2% and make sure like me and my dog is all the way good the way I feel like we all the way good is all. So that was all. How y'all been though, man? How y'all week been since we was on the pod last week?
Good, bro. You already know what I've been on.
Shit.
30.
My week actually was good. Like, even we had a good week, had some stressful shit happen. Kind of the same with me. I had a pretty good week. Nothing like too life-threatening or whatever. But lost my job on Monday due to the fact that I'm a felon. After working there for damn near 2 months, you know, that shit kind of sucks. And then when you make plans, you put shit in motion, and you do certain things because you're gonna think like, oh, I have this now. You feel me? And so now I can move forward with what I want to do and what I should be doing. And then when that shit's just abruptly taken like that, you feel me? You have to figure out like, fuck, I make these commitments or I made these decisions based on having this, and now I no longer have it. So now I'm stressed about like shit moving forward. So I'm just trying to figure that shit out for the most part. But other than that, I'm just solid, bro.
I feel it. Yeah, being a barber gonna pay huge dividends for you.
Yeah. So we ain't gotta worry about nobody having to check that felon box and some more, or losing a job because I'm a felon. Like I work for myself. Like you feel me? Nothing y'all can do about it.
I feel it. Sorry you had to go through that, bro. But you know.
So my decision put me there. I got to deal with the consequences when they come.
I didn't even say, but you know, to even say that. I was gonna say things gonna work out. Things gonna figure themselves out. You gonna be alright, bro. You gonna be alright. How you been, Dion? You solid?
I've been good, bro. I've been chilling. I can't complain.
Seen you drop to 30. You know what I'm saying? I checked the steps. I gotta check. I gotta stay tapped in on everything basketball in San Diego. 30 ball. That's big time. That's big time. Congrats.
Fuck the 30 ball. I'm talking about the 5 assists he had with the 30 ball.
5 assists, 2 dimes.
Yeah,
He said dimes.
Yeah, 33 big wins, 4 boards, 5 assists. I said, my man was really out there hooping.
Doing my thing. Trying to hold it down, bro. Right now, we're number 1 in the West. Number 1 seed going into the playoffs next week. Looking to advance to the second round for sure.
I ain't gonna lie, fam. I'm sick I didn't make it out on Sunday, bro. Especially since
It was a party, bro.
I'm sure it was, and it was fan appreciation. But I'm like, it was the last home game, like regular season home game. And I'm disappointed that I wasn't able to make it for that, bro.
I was trying to make it too.
I was trying to make it. My plan. I was because Escondido, y'all know I live in Escondido. They had a street fair, and actually the same street that we went with, that bar that we went to. Yeah. That's like the main, like where everybody go to have some fun at Escondido. And that street's been closed for a long time because they've been working on it. They built a roundabout. They've been working on stuff over there. So it's been closed for months on end. It's been closed. And they finally finished all the construction. They opened it up and they had a street fair out there. And Bill's that we was using his studio to film in. Actually, the main barber that was cutting hair out of his spot, he opened a barber shop on that street. Yeah. So we was, went up there. I walked the whole street fair, walked around, see what I could see. You know what I'm saying? Seen some people I ain't seen in a long time. I went to high school there, so I seen some people I ain't seen in a long time. And then really after I walked the whole street fair, just was really kicking it right there at the barbershop. You know what I'm saying? I was just over there with them kicking it, so it was a good time. But anyway, my plan was to go to the street fair and then go to your game afterwards. But my ride ended up flaking on me, and then I looked at how much it was cost for that Uber, and I was like, I can't even. I just paid a bunch of bills. I was like, I can't even swing that right now. But shoot, if I had the money that hit my account today, had it hit over the weekend, I'd have been at the game for sure. Because I hella wanted to be there, bro. I hella wanted to be there, bro.
Got the niggas out of there 20 piece. Look, all that shit, they was popping. Look, all that shit y'all was pop. I don't know if y'all gonna see this, but if y'all do, all that shit y'all was popping when y'all niggas got that lucky ass dub. A little few weeks ago, y'all got a little baby dub. Niggas was popping it. I told you, didn't I tell you that? They did a whole champagne shower and they was doing all that. Bro, I told you, yeah. Show all that shit up real fast, bro. We was up damn near. We could have went up more. We just pulled it at the end and we still won by like 20. And I'm only saying that to say like, bro, we coming, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? We on our way, bro. Like, I'm telling you, it's looking nice, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's looking nice, bro. It's coming together for real. And I feel like we peaking right at the right time. Like, we peaking. Like, bro, I'm having 30. Billy dropping triple doubles. We got the G League guy with us. He grabbing like damn near 20. I think last game he had like 26 rebounds, bro. Crazy, bro. He was OD. And then we didn't even get Cam back. Cam come back next week too. Okay. So it's like, bro, he walking 2020. You know, Cam walking 2020.
Oh, niggas might win it all this year.
I'm telling you, bro. It's looking. I'm telling you. And we gonna have first place throughout the playoffs. So I feel like it's really going. Everybody coming here to play. So that's why we really got to get the city turned, bro. Because everybody from out of town, they coming here to play. They got to come here to play because we the number 1 seed. So it's going to be lit, bro.
That's lit, bro.
It's going to be lit as fuck. It's going to be lit. I just hope, knock on wood, niggas stay healthy. The team stay healthy. Everybody stay locked in. And we should be bringing a championship in San Diego, bro. We're going to see.
When I first seen it initially, I was like, earlier in the week that it was the last home game of the season. I was like, man, I'm going to bring my kids out, man. Nah,
you got the playoff game. It should be lit. The first one's going to be lit. The first home playoff game is going to be jumping.
This weekend, it was a weekend to be with their mom. So I was like, I'm not finna disrupt that. They don't get to see their mom as much as they see me, so I'm not finna disrupt that. And I very much enjoy my weekends without my kids. I ain't gonna hold you. I love my niggas to death. But I very much enjoy my weekends when they're gone, bro. Speaking of kids, that my oldest son, my guy Baron, my 9-year-old, he was the cause of my stressful day yesterday, man. My guy was missing for a whole hour. It felt like all day, bro. That hour felt like all day. We've been to Chuck E. Cheese before. Well, I couldn't find him in Chuck E. Cheese once for 4 minutes. He was like, I think I told it on the pod before.
Yeah.
He was like up under the slide down there with a little girl. He laid up with some girl, not laid up like she was laying on him, but he down there hanging out with some girl, right? And that 4 minutes felt like 2 hours. That 4 minutes when I couldn't find felt like 2 hours. No cap, bro. Felt like 2 hours. When you just panicking and you damn near can't breathe because it's like that 4 minutes felt like an hour and a half, 2 hours. That hour felt like all day. I've been asleep, took a nap today, and still feel like I haven't been able to catch my breath from that, bro. So, my oldest son, Barron, he stayed home from school yesterday with pink eye. My younger son had pink eye a couple weeks ago. My oldest son had pink eye over the weekend and then yesterday, so he stayed home from school. Take him out so we could ride his scooter, get some fresh air, get some sunlight, move us to get some macro body movement. We come back in, he have lunch, put him down for a nap. He doesn't always nap during nap time. Almost like probably out of 10 naps, he probably goes to sleep 4 or 5 times out of the 10. So I was like, you're probably not going to go to sleep, but you're still going to lay down, rest your body, give me a chance to do my, you know what I mean? Put him down for a nap, finish up my lunch. I go to take the trash out. Of course, I take my phone with me. While I'm taking the trash out, I'm watching a YouTube video. And I just wanted to finish the video before I got back home because I know as soon as I walk through the door, like he's going, Dad, this and that. I'm like, man, it's nap time. Stop talking. Da-da-da-da. It's like, I just want to finish this video before I get home. So I take like a long lap around our complex. My mom is in the house too. By the time I get back to the complex, like I walk in the door, I left him asleep in the living room. I walk in the door, he's not there. But when I came in the door, my mom walked out of her room in the back. So I'm like, oh, he probably went back there with his granny. Probably tried to snuggle up with her and go to sleep. Probably fell asleep back there. That's why she's shutting the door. So I go open the door. He not in there. I go check all the other bedrooms. He not in there. I check all the bathrooms. He not in there. I'm like, the hell? I run out to my mom's car. She hadn't left yet. Tap on the window. I'm like, hey, you know where Barron is? She like, nah, I thought he was in the house. I'm like, nah, he not. I just take off running, run back to the house. Open the door, just step inside the door, just scream his name as loud as I can 3 times. Don't hear him. I run back out to the sidewalk, screaming his name as loud as I can. I'm looking around, see if he pop out from somewhere. I don't see him. Boom, I take off running. He loves the water. He loves the pool. Run to the pool. He not there. It's like this little spot, like in the back of our complex, where it's like this little waterfall thing. We be throwing rocks when we go on walks. He not there. The complex next door to ours, they got a fountain. Like I said, he loves the water. They have a fountain at the front of the complex, so we sometimes walk over there, throw coins in the fountain, you know what I mean? So I run over to that complex. He not there. I'm like, that click. I'm like, he loves going to the store with me because he loves fruit. He loves grapes and strawberries. And he probably went to Vons. I'm like, Mom, let me get your key. Grab her key. I'm speeding, like, nigga. I stop at the liquor store right there because he's walked with me to the liquor store before. I walk in there. I'm like, yo, did the little boy come in here? Dude was like, what's up, buddy? I'm like, bro, did the little boy come in here? He's like, no. Run out, jump in the car. Nigga pedal to the metal. The Vons, cutting people off, swerving. I got parked. Go in Vons, like I jog in, and I run across the front aisles. I'm jogging, looking. Now actually, I'm walking, I'm power walking, looking down every aisle. I get to the end and I run up that aisle. That's the bread. I run up that aisle and then I walk again, back down. I'm looking. Get over to the fruit where he's at. I went to the fruit first, and then I walked down the aisle and I went around and I circled back to where the fruit is because he loves fruit. Don't see him. And that really had me tripping. Cause I'm like, he had to have went to Vons. He not at Vons. That really had me tripping. So I jump in the car. I'm like, his school is not too far from where we live. So I'm like, maybe he tried to walk to his school because my kids love school, thankfully. So I'm like, I drive past the school. I'm like, I don't need to go into the school because if he try to check himself in the school, they're going to call me. I'm like, let me just drive past the school and see if I see him. Drive past the school, I don't see him. Go back to my house, I'm about to park. And I'm like, you know what, let me go check the park that's not too far from our house, the park where his birthday party was. Let me go check the park. I'm sorry, where his little brother's birthday party was. I'm on the way to the park, and my mom called me. She's like, yeah, the police just got here. They want to ask you some questions. So now I go back home. They ask me, what he had on, his favorite places to go, what school he go to, all that, this, that, and the third, right? I asked her all them questions. I'm like, yo, y'all done with me? Because I need to get back outside and find my son. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you good. I want to give a shout out to the Escondido Police Department. Yeah, I know I don't rock with the police like that. I don't. But the Escondido Police Department, my mom called them. They were there lickety split. And after they asked me all the questions they wanted to ask me, when I went back outside, everywhere I went, it was a cop everywhere. Like they was on it. I had put the helicopter up, was calling his name on the intercom, everything. Like they was on it. They was on it. So when I first, before my mom called the police, when I first take my first lap around the complex looking for him, I remember looking at my watch and it was 1:07. I'm like, okay, bet. I take that lap, I keep looking, and just coincidentally, the next time I look at my watch, it was exactly 7 minutes later, so it's 1:14. I'm like, all right, it's almost 10 minutes. Like, time is ticking. I gotta hurry up and find this dude, right? So anyway, so then everything else, I run to the store, everything, I come back. I'm sitting in the house, and I'm just sitting there, my heart jumping. And something told me to go, check the bathroom. Because I'm like, I went in the bathroom and checked, but I didn't, move the curtain and, see if, he might have laid down in the tub trying to hide and fell asleep. So I check in there. Not in there. And I don't know if I've talked about it on the podcast before, but I got a stomach issue. Like if I stress too much, my stomach gets all messed up. Matter of fact, I'll just bleep the name. But I thought I was gonna fight Kev, Easy. Mm-hmm. I thought I was gonna fight him at the Switch Pro-Am last summer. And we stand there, we had our altercation. He's like, all right, well when you get done, we go do whatever. I'm like, all right, bet, nigga, whatever. And because it was just a stressful situation, when I walked back to go pick up my camera, I'm like, my stomach is hurting like crazy. I had to go to the back and call my ex. I'm like, nigga, my stomach is, I can't even it's to the point where I can't even stand up straight. My stomach is hurting so bad. I had to call her. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. She's like, you need to drink some water, take a deep breath and calm down. You stressing out too much. You remember what the doctor said? I'm like, oh, you right. I almost had one of those. So when I go and check the bathroom, I remember my mom was asking me some stuff and I'm grab my stomach, I'm leaning over and I'm and literally, bro, when that happened, whenever I had the stomach episode with the stress, it lays me out. When that happened, I literally, which is a mind over matter thing, I'm gonna keep that with me. That happened, I felt it, and I put my hand on the ground, and I didn't say it out loud, but I thought to myself, nigga, you don't have time for this. And get up and go find your son. So I just literally took a deep breath, got up, threw my shoes on, and just ran out the door. And I didn't feel no more pain no more pain. Even after I calmed down, I felt no more pain. So that's something I'm gonna keep with me. Even if I feel something like that, I was like, nigga, that ain't important. Nigga, you what you. Anyway, so my son that's missing, he went to my younger. They go to different schools, but he used to go to my younger son's school the year before, and for 2 weeks. He's been asking, can he go visit his old teachers? So maybe he tried to walk over to the school or tried to go over to that school and go visit his old teachers. So I jump in the car, speed over to my younger son's school to go see if he went over there. By the time I get to the front office, I don't see him, and I open the door for the front office, and he's not there. And I'm like, well, he can't be here because if he were here, then they would have called me. If he would have tried to check himself into this school, they would have called me. So I'm like, but since I'm here, let me grab my youngest son so I don't have to come back and pick him up later. Yeah, I need to pick up Max, Ron, da-da-da-da. They're like, yeah. They taking forever. They taking long because I ain't got my ID on me. I just ran out the house with nothing in my pockets. They like, do you have your ID? I'm like, no, I don't. They was like, it's taking a while. I was like, I gotta go. I was like, there's family emergency going on. I'll be back at the normal pickup time. I gotta go. I just ran out the door, and while I'm trying to sign him out, my mom called me and was like, yo, the police just found him. He's at Vaughn's. The police said, go to Vaughn's. I'm like, all right, bet. So I sit down. I'm trying to wait for them to bring my younger son to me. They're taking too long. But even though I know he's safe now, the police have him, he's at Vaughn's, he's safe, the panic still didn't calm down yet. I'm still I need to hurry up. You know what I mean? So I told them, I'm like, I'll be back at the normal pickup time. I'm out. I jump in the car, and literally, bro, while I'm in the car, I turn the car on, throw it in drive, and I'm still dipping he's missing. And I'm while I'm dipping through the streets, I remember I thought to myself, bro, he's safe. You don't need to speed. You don't he's safe. Calm down. Didn't slow down at all. Kept speeding, kept dipping, got to Vaughn's. He was gone. I only didn't know where he was for an hour, bro. That hour felt like all day. As soon as I see him, he's standing right there with a motorcycle cop holding a bowl of grapes and some little preschool toy for his little brother. Man. And because he has autism, I know faces and certain if I turn up too much, it's gonna scare him. So I'm I don't want to look angry when I walk over to him because it's going to make him upset. He's going to make him cry. And I don't want to look too worried because I don't want him to start worrying. So I'm just trying to look as normal as I can. Man, I walk over to him I see him. I just grab him. I just hug him like tight as hell. Like, I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry, Dad. And he's autistic. And I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry, Dad. And I hug him, and he goes, Dad, I'm sorry I snuck out. Not I'm sorry I went to the store. Not I'm sorry I left. He said, I'm sorry I snuck out. Like, he knew he did something wrong. Like, he knew he wasn't supposed to leave. You know what I mean? Bruh. That was easily the worst hour of my life, bro.
Yeah, I can see that. Easily
the worst hour of my life, bro. Like, when I ran over to the other complex, so much so that, like, bro, remember when I spoke to, like, I had, like, the stress, like, stomach thing, right? Like, you ain't got time for this. Just keep looking for your son. When I get him back home and sit on the couch, I feel like this, like, it feel like a big, like, ball is, like, in my shoulder, like something like about that big, like, in my shoulder. You know, like when you need a massage and it's like you. Yeah. I feel that in my shoulder, and I'm like, bro, by the end of the night, bro, it's the whole back of my shoulder, and my whole neck, and my only, like. At first, I was thinking, like, because I jumped hella fences just looking for him, running everywhere. I'm thinking, like, I pulled something or did something. But then I feel confident to say, like, that's where, like, I was holding all the stress at. Like, even when I'm driving, like, when I'm running around, like, I just had all the stress, like, in my shoulder. So, like, when I'm finally, like, able to, like, decompress and chill out, like, now I can feel everything now. Like, I took my kids to the pool today after school. I got in the jacuzzi and it went away a little bit, but it's coming back. Literally, on the way up here, it was coming back. It's my neck and shoulders low-key hella stiff right now, but...
You need a massage, my nigga.
Man, it was awful.
Yeah, hell nah.
No, he don't got me.
You do that shit when you was locked up?
I definitely didn't. don't. We not starting with that.
When your Sully shoulder used to be like, you never used
Nope.
So you was locked up.
Nope.
Your Sully like shoulder got tight.
Nope.
Like nigga did.
Nope.
So when he had like a mark in his back, and
they need nothing to ask me. Nope.
Right.
Nope, nigga. We not doing that.
You got a lot of bread.
We ain't doing that. Do I come off as a sweet nigga to you?
No.
All right, then why you think I ask?
Like,
why you think it's okay to ask shit like that,
your
bro?
Roommate, bro. Like,
no, nigga.
Man.
No.
What you mean?
So you'll let him massage you?
No.
You said that's your man.
Not a massage. He not he not licensed.
If he was a licensed massage therapist, he'll let him.
If I went to like a massage,
if DJ was a licensed massage therapist,
if he worked at a place,
yeah.
If he worked at a place and I went to the place to get a massage and you was there, I'd get a massage. No cap.
I wouldn't be a massage.
I wouldn't ask you to, but if you walked in the room and like you just like, you know what I'm saying, got to it, I'd be like, shit.
When you go to the massage, when you go to get a massage,
yeah,
and they say it's a man massaging you today, you cool with that?
They'll tell you that. I don't think that's what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying, that even if they don't tell you, it's time for the massage therapist walks in and it's a man. You cool with that?
It depends.
Well, you just say you would let him do it. But that's because he your friend?
No, it depends.
You gonna give him an extra tip? You trying to hold him down?
A man, it would depend on how sore I am, for real. If it was a man, it depend on how sore I am. I might fuck around if I'm hella sore.
Don't worry, I would never be a massage therapist because they'd have me to massage a man. I'd say no. And I'd never be one because I don't want to touch nobody else. Yeah. You feel me? No female. You feel me? I wouldn't even want to massage a female like that. First of all, like unless that's my shorty. I don't even want to massage her. That shit's annoying. To be honest.
Can you give a massage though?
Would you let a man massage you?
I would give my girl a massage, even though it's annoying to me. But like, I don't want to do this.
Can you give a massage?
I'm fire at massages.
What would you rate your massages like?
Give me some lotion and a shorty, I can get it right.
What would I rate my massages?
Gotta rate your massage. Or if we
like, are we rating it like for like average people, or like rating it next to a massage therapist?
What do you mean?
Just rate yourself on your massage. That's what he's asking.
Basically, I didn't think about
That's fair. That's fair. But I'm saying like if like when we rating basketball players, are we rating like when we go to 24-hour fitness, are we rating him against everybody else that's in here? Or are we judging him against niggas like y'all who play professional?
Oh no, we're not judging against professional.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah,
just the average person.
Yeah, average person, I'm probably like an 8, bro. I'm probably like an 8.5 to a 9. My massages are fire.
8.5 to a 9.
My massages are fire, yeah.
Bet.
My massages are fire.
What would you say yours is?
Probably about the same.
8.5
to a 9.
That's smooth. Mine is for sure. Like mine's got to be at least like a 4. I'm not good at massages, bro.
Like you don't care? Like what you mean?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Man, I don't put my shorty to sleep with a massage. That's how I know my shit crazy.
And the reason I say that is because when I say it's because you don't care, I feel like mine are good because I care. whoever it is. Like and then also like I've been, I'm a mama's boy. So when my mom's like, oh my shoulder like this hurting, whatever. Like let me see mama and shit. A little boy. She's like, I'll let you try it out. And it was like, oh yeah, do that some more. Okay, keep going. And I remember being at I was maybe like 12 years old, being at like a family party or whatever. And when my Aunt Mel, shout out to my Aunt Mel, she lived here in Dago. She was saying something about like she had like her neck or something was going on. She's like, well, I need a massage. She was like, I ain't got, my mom said something. She was like, yeah, whenever I got a problem, I just call Michael over. He real good at it. She was like, what? Call him over here. My mom called me over. She was like, yeah, mom. She was like, yeah, hook auntie up. Come on, let me give it. I looked at my mom like, I gave my auntie a massage. She was like, oh, nephew, okay. So since I've been little, like my massage has been good. So like, and I know how to like. I don't want to make it like I'm not a professional. I don't make it sound like that, but it's not hard. Like you could find like where attention knot is, and I'm good at finding them. I know how to get them out. So like, yeah, I said like 8.5 to a 9. I'm good at them, bro.
My shit is a solid, above average. I'm gonna say that. I'm a 6.
I was about to say 4 ain't above average, bro.
I'm a 6, bro.
Just above average. I heard it.
Above average.
I heard it.
I'm better than the average nigga at massage.
I'm not gonna hold you. If I'm there to get a massage and a man walk in,
I ain't getting it.
I think I'm gonna say like,
He did for sure not getting it. Just because he gonna think he getting like he got plotted on. You gonna think the nigga planned it like, this nigga trying to get me.
I'm not gonna say.
Hell nah.
I'm not gonna say, can I have a woman? I'm gonna say, hey, you think I get somebody else? And I feel like,
can I get a girl?
I feel like based on me saying that, they're gonna understand what I'm saying.
I'm gonna ask because they may just.
What if they don't and they send up like at first they send like a buff Russian nigga and like you say you get somebody else and then they send a buff nigga in there.
I'm like, one more. Can I get one more? Can I get one more switcheroo?
We don't have no more. I'm sorry.
But listen. If I say, can I get somebody else, and a man walks in, I feel like I might be like, can I get a man? If they tell, I'm sorry. Wow. Pause. Can I get a woman? Can I get a woman in here? That's like 2 weeks in a row. I'm bugging. I'm bugging out. That's 2 weeks in a row. I'm like, can I get a woman in here?
Can I get a man?
Y'all niggas gonna reiterate it too. I'm like, can I get a woman in here? And if they be like, there's no woman here today, I'm gonna just get a massage from a man, bro. I am.
Nah, when's the next woman available?
I'm gonna just come back another day.
I'll go back. I might come back. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna check tomorrow.
Like they plotted on me, bro.
I'm gonna check tomorrow.
Why would you feel that way? It's professional. It's professional place. Yeah. They'll lose their whole everything if they play with you.
If I say what you said, like get somebody else and then they bring another man, bro. I'm gonna feel like they really plotted on me.
Yeah,
nah, bro. Y'all really trying.
I've only gotten 3 professional massages, and they've all been from women.
Yeah,
and in the places I've gone, I've only seen women working in there.
Yeah, facts.
Not that I'm looking for them, or that I want them. But have y'all ever like I have a you don't even know what I'm about to say. I have a few friends that have like told me stories of like being at like massage places and like a girl came in there and was like ready to give them a happy ending. I've never experienced that.
I've never experienced.
Hit your Asian parlor, bro.
You have?
I've never had one, but
okay.
I heard the Asian massage places. You feel me? It's part of the service.
The Asians are the best ones, but I never got a happy ending out of Asian.
I heard they.
I've got a massage from. Yeah, Asians do get the best massage.
Look, let me tell y'all this though. Look, let me tell you, who was it that referred me? It was a friend of mine. Dang, I wish I could remember so I could shout him out. But a friend of mine referred me to get a massage from somebody, and she was like, "Yo, they're fired. Like, tell them I sent you. They're gonna take care of you." I'm like, "I bet." I go. I'm like, "Yeah, so I wish I could remember my friend's name." I'm like, "Yeah, so and so sent me." They're like, "Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, bet." I go in the room. I tell me, she's like, "Yeah," and I'm just telling a story. I go in there. The lady was like, "Yeah, go ahead and get dressed and get undressed."
Get dressed. Wow.
Get undressed. Yeah, I walked in there naked. No,
wow.
Of course not. I walked in there. The lady was like, "Get
free."
You feel me? I'm just walking the streets naked.
Freaky man.
He said, "Yeah, put your clothes on and we'll give you a massage." No, I walked in there fully dressed, obviously, and she was like, "Yeah, get undressed and you know what I'm saying, the massage therapist will be in here." She said, "Get undressed," and at this point, this was my first massage, my first professional massage. Mm-hmm. She said, "Get undressed." So I got butt ass.
I'm about to say, you got butt ass naked.
Right, you took your drawers off too?
I took my drawers off.
You got booty butt naked. Dog, just
but they gave
to your undergarments.
But they
give you a towel, okay?
You got butt ass.
I got butt ass.
You got booty butt naked.
Wait, so you didn't like you did
okay. He was ready for that, did
So what did you do? You laid down. I ain't even gonna like you got under the cover. Cause you supposed to, it's a massage, so you talking about you got naked. Did you just stand there, nigga, or did you like?
Yeah. I didn't. No, I didn't just stand there. I got undressed, and she gave me like the little like the thing that's supposed to cover you. So I got undressed and I got up on the table and I put the thing over me. And I laid on my back and I laid on my stomach and put the thing over me. I was ready. I'm like, who coming in here for me? Nah, no, nigga. I did. That is what I said. That is what I said.
I laid on my back.
I laid
spread eagle.
This nigga said. I ain't got an eagle to spread.
Got naked and laid on his stomach.
Hey, that nigga said, yeah, baby, cool.
When you supposed to lay on your stomach for a massage.
Yeah, you lay on your stomach, not your back, gang.
Yeah, so I got undressed, laid on my stomach, and I put the thing over me, right? And she come in there, and it was like the full, like, the thing where she, like, grabbed the thing up top and, like, walk on my back. The massage was amazing, bro. I gotta go back there.
She walked on your shit?
Yeah, she was amazing, bro.
Yeah,
it was great.
They be fine.
It was great. I know where it's at, but I don't know the name of the place, if y'all...
I need to tap in.
Yeah. I know where it's at, but I don't know the name of the place.
They get the best massages. I'm gonna just let y'all know that right now.
So look. So I'm laying on the thing. She gave me the hand massage. She with her hands, right? And then she said, give me a minute. And then she was like, give me a minute. I gotta like reach up and grab the thing. So I'm like, all right, bet. She get up there. She holding on to the thing. She stepping on my back, heels, everything, all in my back, getting all the knots. Her heel, she's wearing heels.
Like,
her heel into the knots, like getting everything. Like hell, no, nigga. But that's fair. That's fair.
She had some 6-inch stilettos on.
She stabbed me, but she barefoot. She digging her barefoot, her heels into the knots, getting them all out, right? And she's like, yeah, okay, go ahead and turn over. I'm like, all right. So I'm like.
They hit the shoulders in the front.
Yeah, they did everything. And then she stood up and walked on me. She's like, yeah, okay, no, go ahead and turn over. I'm like, all right. So like I had the towel and I did my best to like, not even my best. I kept myself fully covered while I turned over, right? And I don't know if I didn't have the thing, like position, like the towel thing that they gave me positioned correctly or what. And of course she don't know that I'm butt ass under the little towel thing, right? So she came to adjust it. And pulled it up, and I'm butt ass like under the towel thing, right?
She's like, "Oh, what are you doing?"
It's like this nigga is all
we know,
bro.
Ending here, so
bro, she took it in stride. She lifted that thing up so quick and was like, "It was okay. Scoot over." And like I scooted over, she put it back down. She never said a word. I didn't say a word, and she just finished the massage. And I got up. I was leaving. I'm literally, when she said turn over, I was like, oh. And then when she adjusted it, I'm laying there the whole time, the whole second half of the massage. I'm like, I think I was supposed to have my drawers on. I don't think I was supposed to be naked in here, bro. I was supposed to have my drawers on.
Your drawers, dog. Not booty, but bare skin. This nigga was ready for. He's like, they finna get me like they get me in the movie.
Nigga, bro. In that massage, I was married at the time. As a matter of fact, my ex-wife dropped me off there. Like, so I'm not in there trying to be, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to go crazy. Like I'm married, bro. I'm not trying to go crazy.
No, but I'm saying you're trying to have a good time.
I was trying to get the happy ending. I was trying to get a good massage.
Okay.
I was trying to get a good massage.
My boy trying to get yelly.
You trying to get the happy ending off.
Let me ask y'all, can I ask y'all a good, I'm gonna ask y'all, would you rather? So would you rather have regrets or would you rather have fears? Like a fear that you didn't do something, or would you rather have like the regret that?
I'd rather have the regret that I did.
Hold on, before you keep going, let me pose a question all the way so I can answer correctly. You said, so what is it?
Would you rather have regrets or fears?
Like after a situation.
So a regret is like, obviously after, or a fear of doing something. Like
okay, so when we talked about it in pre-pro, I didn't fully understand. So you're saying like after you've gone through a situation, would you rather have regrets of that situation, or would you rather have?
Like, which one would you be like more, like, I guess which one would you be okay with living with? Like, the regret or the fear? Like, the fear of doing something or the regret of doing it?
Yeah, but is it like after an encounter has passed? So, like, let's say, like, it's
not about a specific encounter.
Okay.
It's just like, in general, yeah. Okay. Would you rather live with fears of doing something or a regret of doing something?
I'd rather live with regrets than fears. Like, if you have fears, bro, you're never going to take chances to do anything. You're always gonna think about what if, like, what if I did or what if I didn't. Regrets is at least you did it. You feel me? And you know what to expect, what you could have done different, what to do, what not to do. You have fear. You always gonna be like, oh, I don't think I can, or what if I do this to someone? Regrets. Like even if I hurt somebody, I'd rather have the regret of hurting them than the fear of not hurting them.
I was thinking like that too. I was thinking regrets too, but like, cause you said regrets, right? Yeah, I was thinking regrets too, but like the more that I think about it, I honestly think that like, cause I'm big on like controlling like whatever I feel like I can control in that sense. So I feel like, and me living fearful, I'm in control of like what I'm doing and what I'm not doing. Like if I got regrets, then it's like I'm just kind of like I'm gonna question myself at that point. Like not like after one, but I'm saying like if it's to a point, like I feel like that could be more overwhelming for me than like living with fears, because a fear could just be like I don't want to do it because I don't want to do it, like a fear of what can possibly happen if I do, so I ain't gonna do it to begin with, like type.
I mean, but you kind of have control if you do it.
Based on your reply to that, or based on your answer to that, it sounds like it's more like it, and that's why I asked it. It sounds like it's, and you said it's not. You said it's not, but it sounds like it's like your answer sounds like it's more situational. Like after you've like gone through an encounter, I'd rather have the fear of like what could have happened with it, but that's not what you're saying. So I just my thoughts anyway. I'd rather have the I don't like having regret, bro. I don't like having regret, so I have to say fear. Then I don't like having regret. I'd rather. Cause I used to be more so on the fear side, because I used to like. Yeah. I ain't gonna. Yeah, I'd rather. I don't like living with regret, so I have to say fear. I have to say fear. I have to say fear. I don't like, cause I've been like, okay, my first time going to the Drew League, I was thinking, cause at that point I was already doing interviews. I was already like, talking to people like before and after games and getting different types of content. And my first time going to the Drew League, I was like, that's what I'm gonna do. Like, if anybody's down to talk to me, like I'm gonna interview them. I'm gonna talk to people like this and that. But then when I got in there and I seen like all of these like, photographers that I've been following on Instagram that I admire. And saw these like, these NBA players, Frank Nitti and all these like lit people in the gym. And I was like, I'm not interviewing nobody, bro. This is not the place for me to do that. Like, it's not the place. I'm not doing it. And then literally, I mean, obviously the Drew League is in LA and I live in San Diego. Pretty much the whole drive home, I was thinking like, bruh, granted all the people that I thought would be there were there, but it wasn't even like the big spectacle that I thought it would be. I could have interviewed some people, bro. This is what I'm telling myself.
You had the regret of not interviewing.
I had the regret. When on the way there, I did have some fear. There was some fear, like, what if I walk up to these people and they don't want to, and they tell me like, nah, but then honestly, I was like, the worst they could say is no. So when I get there, I'm gonna do it. But then when I got there, I felt like it's not really the time. It's more popular people here. It's not really the time for me to do that now. And I drove home with regret. Mm-hmm. I drove there with fear, didn't do it, and then drove home with regret. And the regret felt way worse than the fear. So, yeah, I don't like living with regret. But I don't like living in fear either, though.
Somebody said fear because you can always face your fear. Regret is not coming back. That's a good ass answer.
I'd rather live with the regrets, but even to that point, I don't regret too much of the shit that I've done. Like going to prison, I don't regret going to prison. I regret the choice I made to put me there. I don't regret going to prison because going to prison taught me some shit. Like I learned a lot in prison. Like not just about like me, but I learned a lot about myself, a lot about life, different people, like different.
You feel like you could have learned that outside of prison though?
Nah.
Like without going to prison, you could have learned that?
Nah.
Y'all please keep going. I gotta run to the bathroom.
I think what I learned in prison, I needed to go to that environment to learn it about myself. Like things that like I had to do in there to survive. Like you never put in those situations when you're a free man for real.
I wouldn't say you. Probably not the same situations you write, but I feel like at the same time, like the lessons, like you could probably learn. Yeah, like you ain't gotta learn that shit in prison for real. Like you can learn.
Like some lessons you only gonna learn in those environments.
Yeah, but like it's the way that it's taught to you that matters too. Like I feel like, cause if I feel like somebody knowing something because they're scarred by it versus somebody knowing something because they're taught through like curiosity or some shit like that, I feel like it's
different. Yeah,
there's a different, like it hit or it registers different type shit. So
yeah, kinda.
I feel like, because I understand what you're saying, there is some shit that I feel like I feel like a lot of people do need to understand how to get over a wall. Like, hit a wall, get down, learn how to get up, and get over that bitch. And prison for sure put you in that predicament where you got to do that. But I do feel like a lot of people don't take that going to prison to get, you know what I mean? To have that realization.
Like, take going to prison to learn how to get up, like, from a fall and shit like that. Nah, you don't have to go to prison to learn certain, like that certain. But there are certain lessons that I had to learn that I'm glad I learned when I was in there.
Like, we talking about prison, you know, people being locked up. Y'all hear about that New Orleans manhunt?
Nigga, like 9, 10 niggas got out of prison.
About 9 inmates, bro. What was it, jail or prison? Hold
prison.
On.
It was prison.
You sure?
Yeah.
Let me see.
9 niggas got out of prison.
Y'all seen that though?
Yeah.
I think it's they placing. I don't know if it's on like it's not on the sports betting like sites and apps and all of that. But I've been seeing people bet on like which inmate is gonna get captured, like who's gonna stay free the longest, like which one's gonna get captured last.
Yeah, they smart. Y'all wouldn't go back to anywhere that you was frequently. You don't go home. You get your ass up out the country.
It's crazy. Oh, it was jail. It was jail.
It was jail. Wasn't prison. I swear it was prison.
Nah, I think it was prison.
Says day 5, jail worker arrested, 5 fugitives still on the run. Let me pull up the CNN one. Let me see. Yeah, 5th inmate recaptured and a maintenance worker arrested days after breakout at New Orleans jail.
Motherfucking bushes. All right, bro. If you break out of prison, where the first place you going, bro?
Good question.
No cap. If you break out of prison, like you still got the jumpsuit on, nigga. Like, where the first place? I said I'm going to Denny's, bro. Only because, like, bro, it's gonna be open, right? There's gonna be a car there. They're gonna have money most likely because you ain't gonna pull up Denny's and not eat. So, nigga, it's green. Like,
but what you gonna do when you get to Denny's?
Nigga, rob somebody. What did you talking about?
The first thing you gonna do is commit another crime?
Bro, we thought I was gonna order some pancakes, nigga? No, I'm about to get up.
Nigga, give me your shit.
The first thing you gonna do is commit another crime?
Bro. What them niggas do? What do they?
I'm about to find somewhere to hide.
What do they do? What did them New Orleans niggas do? Them niggas was at the crib, like, bro, why would you go home? What the fuck is wrong?
Dude, one dude, you see the fit he had on? You remember them, I forget what brand it is. You remember them pants that it was like a shark mouth, like right here, like by the, right on the front of it? One dude had a pair of those on, something like big. He looked like, bro, he looked like the last time he was free was like 2017, and he went to go get 2017 fly. Like, he went.
I'm for sure going to somewhere I can get some clothes first. Nigga, I'm getting out the orange jumpsuit. I gotta be able to blend in with society. Nigga, I'm not blending in with society.
Where you gonna go to get clothes from?
Nigga, anywhere that sell clothes. Nigga, I'll go to Walmart.
You gonna steal? You gonna walk to Walmart with a jumpsuit? You going to jail? There's police at Walmart all the time. You're bugging. There's always a security guard at Walmart.
I would go anywhere I can get clothes, gang.
Denny's.
I might even hit the homeless man. Hey, bro, trade me.
No, Denny's, bro.
Nigga.
But why Denny's though? Why, like?
Cause it's open late. There's always bad lighting at Denny's. So you can always get somebody. The parking lot's always pretty big. You could get somebody at Denny's, bro.
Okay.
The fact that he just got out of jail or prison commit another crime.
You broke out. This nigga said got out. Nigga, I'm broke out. I'm on a run.
Yeah, so why the first thing to do is commit another crime?
I'm not trying to get caught. Y'all think about getting caught. I'm not going. If I'm breaking out, I'm not getting caught, bro.
If they catch you, they charge you.
Yeah, but committing another crime creates more heat.
I'm gonna break out, right? Mm-hmm. Then I'm gonna fuck around and I'm gonna get connected with. I'm gonna get some money, type shit. Get connected, make.
You can't just say I'm gonna get some money. How you gonna get some money?
Rob some damn body.
You ain't got no gun. How you gonna rob?
That's what I'm saying. You gonna rob nigga with what, nigga? Gun?
You gonna put your hand in your jacket like?
Hey, he'll have his jumpsuit like this. Hey, nigga, give me your shit.
I ain't finna indict we ain't finna. You feel me?
I think the best thing I could think of. I think the best thing I could think of is I'm gonna take my arms out of the jumpsuit and tuck the top part into the pants part, so I don't look like I got on the whole jumpsuit.
But nigga, you gonna look like you working out in the prison.
Nigga, like this thing got an orange pants on with a tank top.
So just walk around with the whole jumpsuit on?
I don't know. But I said I'm going to Denny's. This nigga said
with the whole jumpsuit on. You're not going.
Bro, first I might hit the bushes. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna be low key, but I mean shit. Yeah, shit, nigga. I might have to fuck around and I don't know. That's tricky because I might fuck around and have to lose a jumpsuit and just look homeless for real, and then just like rob somebody.
I'm coming out of that jumpsuit, bro.
Yeah,
That's my first thing. I'm getting out of the jumpsuit, nigga.
I don't know if I'm gonna come out of the
I'm going somewhere I can get some clothes, even if I gotta rob the store to get the
I'm
clothes.
going to Denny's, bro. I swear to God.
I'm telling you, I might even hit the homeless man on the corner. Hey, bro, trade me.
Listen, even if I gotta, because even if if I can't find like no clothes on the street, whatever, if I gotta run in like a Walmart or somewhere and get some clothes, I'm not running there with the orange jumpsuit
Hell
on.
nah,
Bro.
you're not running out. You go in there with a jumpsuit, you're not making it out that much.
That's what I'm saying. So how you going?
I'm gonna go to Denny's. You gotta rob somebody who got clothes on. You can't go to the damn store.
I'm not finna just rob a pedestrian on the street, bro. I'm not doing that.
You broke out of prison. How the hell is this nigga too good to rob somebody?
No, it's not too good. That's creating more heat. It's not about being too good. It's too much. That's too much heat.
That's heat. You go to the
Then robbing a civilian?
Wait, if you go into a store, what?
You know how many times Walmart get robbed on a daily? You rob this person on the street, you rob somebody on the street, they're for sure calling the police.
But Walmart don't know those people that's robbing them. You gonna walk in there with an orange jumpsuit.
That's my point. You rob Walmart, you got a good chance of getting away with it. You rob a civilian on the street, they're for sure calling the police. What's your description?
Your description. Nigga, he was this. He had on the orange jumpsuit. I know he just came out of jail.
Even if you don't got,
San Diego County jail on it.
Even if you don't got the jumpsuit on, they got your description. They be like, oh, this fits the description of one of the inmates that's on the run.
I'm gonna be in a whip.
But regardless,
I'm gonna be walking.
Regardless, you've created a trail now. Wherever you broke out from, wherever
at Walmart, you created your. They had cameras.
That's
I'm
fair.
getting a 2-for-1 special. I'm getting clothes in a whip.
That's fair, but I'm saying
Out of there.
of all the people that come in the Walmart, they got to look through all of this tape and find me.
No.
You rob somebody on the street.
No, you broke out of prison, Mike. They're looking for you.
I understand that. I understand that.
Look through everybody to
but check it.
Yeah, they do. They would still have to look at the film.
Being in prison, bro, if you break out, there are certain times where they do count. If you break out before they do the count, and like hours before they not checking for you every hour of the day, like, oh, where's this inmate at? No. They only checking at 6 in the morning, 12 in the afternoon, 6 at night. Nigga, them 3 times when they do that, bro, if you break out, you got that hour gap, nigga, they gonna have to look through 6 hours of footage to see if you feel me? You got time to make your break and get up out that motherfucker.
Y'all ever seen Prison Break? Y'all ever watch Prison Break?
I have.
That was a minute, yeah. I think
Prison Break is fire. Prison Break is fire.
Wait, did you answer where you was going first?
He said he was getting about the jumpsuit.
You guys said, yeah, I both said that.
I don't know.
Where y'all going though? Where are you going first after you break out of prison?
My answer was gonna be I'm gonna lay low like in the woods or like in the brush. But after that,
how long? Like,
I can't call it. As long as I think it's like, I don't want to say for the heat to die down, because as long as I'm outside, the heat ain't down. But as long as I think it's like cool enough to where it's like, all right, they're not checking right here because they think I might have got far enough. I don't know. But the first place I'm going is somewhere to get somewhere for some clothes though.
like a store? Or like you gonna take it off somebody?
No, I'm not robbing. I'm not taking a civilian.
Honestly, bro, I might hit somebody's crib, bro. Let me get some shorts and a t-shirt.
What home invasion, nigga? That's
not even home. I just might knock on the door, nigga. Hey, bro, I need some shorts and a t-shirt.
Oh, like knocking their door?
Yeah.
They're like, boy, your ass. Nigga, you got a jumpsuit on. You don't get
But then what happened when the police come up and was like, yeah, we have some inmates break out about 2 miles away from here. Have you seen anything?
Exactly.
Like, matter of fact, some 6'4" dude came by here asking if I got clothes and da-da-da-da. And now they got a trail of like, okay, he was here. He got to be 2 hours away from, like, you creating a trail now.
You creating the trail. No matter where you going, you creating the trail.
That's true. It's good to be like,
you gonna lose it. You have to lose that eventually.
That's true. That's
but
true.
you only gonna lose that. You're not gonna lose it, bro. His idea is like,
bro, my
far fetched, bro.
You know why?
He gonna rob people.
I'm gonna be 2-3
be in somebody's car
all the time.
And guess what, bro? Cars nowadays got trackers on them. They gonna hit the people.
That's fine. They can track the car. They still gotta find me.
They gonna find the car. Nigga, you gonna be in the car, nigga.
Drive the car somewhere else. Get somebody else with.
Nigga gonna rob someone else after you rob somebody. See, like, this nigga just armed robbery after armed robbery.
But lay low. Get a new little name, whatever with your whoop. Get a little passport. Now y'all gonna see me in a motherfucking Indonesia or some shit.
I'm telling you, nigga, that's really what I'm doing, nigga. I'm leaving the country, nigga. Get out, changing clothes, and I'm out of here, nigga.
You go to Indonesia. Don't try to take no gummies with you, bro.
Don't bring no weed.
Don't try to take no gummies with you. Y'all hear about the basketball player, Jared something? He's 34. I gotta pull up and find his whole name. Jared something. He's 34 years old from Dallas, Texas.
Don't bring no. That's my nigga CJ Carter.
He been playing professional basketball in Indonesia for some years now.
Old nigga named Jared.
Went over there for his most recent season. Took some weed gummies over there. Got caught. So they saying in Indonesia, it's either in prison for life or a death sentence by firing squad, bro. Like, they don't play about drugs out there. So this nigga might die over some weed gummies, bro.
This nigga not finna die, bro. America gonna get him up out of there.
How?
America gonna, the same way they got Brittany Griner up out of there, bro.
Who the fuck is him?
The same way they got Brittany Griner up out of
We had to...
Russia.
Do you know how they got Brittany Griner out of there?
Donald Trump had to go over there.
Nah, nigga, we had to trade nigga. That
We had
We had
to
to
trade
trade fugitives.
a mass murderer.
Yeah.
No, not a mass murderer. He sold guns to people that he knows killed. His name was the Merchant of Death.
he was a terrorist, bro.
The whole world knew him as a nigga that sell guns and kill people.
Yeah, we
had him locked up, and that's how we got Brittany Griner back.
We gonna have to do the same shit. America gonna get him
But
up out of
listen,
there, bro.
but listen. Brittany Griner, now she wasn't like Michael Phelps, so she's like an American hero. But everybody in our country knew who Brittany Griner was. It was a whole media thing.
Nigga, that's that thing on the news, nigga. It's the same shit.
Until I sent you the link. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it before you sent it to me. Yes. Like that is my partner. Like CJ Carter's my partner.
But you,
his partner.
But you
like,
know
I've seen it, bro.
one of his friends. So that's how you saw it. But what I'm saying is, when Brittany Griner was going through it, it was on CNN. It was on the whole country knew about it. Nobody knows about this nigga.
We clearly we know about it, nigga. The internet know about it, nigga.
Okay, I'm not saying we're the only three.
Nah, like they might fuck around and let the nigga die.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying we're the only three. It was on CNN, so a lot of people know. But what I'm saying is, it's not on ESPN and on CNN the way Brittany Griner was.
Well, yeah, because Brittany Griner played in the WNBA.
And that's my point.
But
so we may not trade it. We may not trade a nigga like the Merchant of Death.
How the fuck did he get caught?
Them gummies,
Customs, bro.
They don't play out there. No, this is what it was.
It wasn't even over there. It was sent over there, bro.
Yeah, I was about to say it was a neighboring country that doesn't play about. I mean, Indonesia don't play clearly, but it was not Vietnam. It was a neighboring country that don't play, and he had the weed sent from there to him.
Yeah, in his name.
In his name too. In his name too.
Seen it before he even got.
But like you think like if we seen it on the internet, bro, his family done seen it. Like they gonna
I'm not saying no one knows. I'm not saying no one knows, but I'm saying he's not Brittany Griner. Brittany Griner, the whole country knows who she is.
Bro,
no one knows this nigga.
And if you think we as Americans, the people we are. No, bro, I get your point, but if you gotta see mine, think about the people we are here in America.
The fact that it's on the TV and on the internet would make it like, if he then dies, it'll make us like low key look. So just for that reason, they might fuck around and step in.
No, I believe because the way our country gives it up is like we don't want any of our, no matter who they are. Yeah. We don't want any American civilians in custody overseas. We want them here.
Yeah,
that's how our country gives it up. But when they heard about it, they're gonna do the best they can. I don't even say the best they can.
They're gonna get that nigga over here.
They're not gonna do the best they can. They're gonna try some things to get him here. They're gonna try some things to get him here.
They're gonna try to get him over here, bro.
Yeah, they're gonna try.
And they're gonna figure it the fuck out.
We gonna see.
I guarantee you they're gonna
see.
The fuck out.
I hope so. But to be clear, I hope so. I just don't have a lot of faith in that.
You ever took like weed on a plane? Like
no.
You ever took weed on a plane?
Hell yeah.
You never took drugs out the country?
No.
You never brought drugs in the country?
No.
You ain't never drove to Mexico with weed in your car?
No.
You never drove? Yeah, I have for sure.
No,
I done drove to Mexico with weed in my car. I got caught at the border coming from Mexico with drugs in my car. So
I've only been in Mexico.
Oh, you can't. I forgot.
I've only been in Mexico twice though. You a wild boy.
That's crazy. I forgot about.
You've been taking penitentiary chances, nigga. What?
Yeah, so like,
what?
That's what I ended up going to prison for. So I've been that did this shit.
Facts.
Not me. I don't play.
I ain't never go. Now I'm not saying I'm never gonna do it again. I'm never gonna bring meth back in that motherfucker. I ain't never gonna bring no coke and meth. Hell nah, but a little bit of weed. When I get smoke again, like nigga, it's just weed.
You say that now,
nigga. It's just weed, nigga.
Brittany Griner thought that, and so did this dude. Well, I gotta find his name.
But we going to, but like they're taking it to countries where they don't play that shit, bro.
Don't nobody really play.
Nigga, America don't give a fuck about no weed.
We the only ones. Everybody else is serious about that, bro.
Nigga, Canada don't give a fuck about no weed. Jamaica don't give a fuck about no weed. Puerto Rico don't give a fuck about no weed, nigga. Australia don't give a fuck about no weed, nigga.
Oh, he used to be in the G League.
Yeah, the nigga, bro. I'm telling you, they gonna get that nigga over here, bro. The NBA know who he is.
That don't.
Niggas know.
So he used to play for the
Saints. That
don't mean nothing, bro.
I'm not convinced.
That nigga gonna get back over here to America, bro.
I'm not convinced.
He gonna serve his little 2.5 years.
That's how the commissioner gonna say answer.
Exactly.
I don't.
Exactly. Bro, think about who Brittany Griner is. In the WNBA, she's playing the Olympics. Before you go, she's played in the Olympics for our country. She's won a gold medal for our country.
Nigga, she won.
And they still
for women's sport that don't nobody even really watch or didn't start watching until now.
Damn.
You can say that.
Who you talking about? Say it with your chest.
Brittany Griner, Brittany Griner. No one was really watching female sports like that when she was in the WNBA. Niggas was not. We was not watching the WNBA when Brittany Griner was in the WNBA. Nigga, we didn't start watching WNBA basketball for real until Clayton.
I'm not going to argue that. I'm not going to argue that.
Nice.
So who's watching him? Who's watching him play?
DJ never seen him play. What position is he?
I don't know. He's a forward.
Exactly.
I've never seen him play.
Do you think more of the country knows Brittany Griner or knows him?
I think more of the country definitely knows Brittany Griner.
That's my point. So it doesn't matter
She
that
went to Baylor. You feel me?
It doesn't.
She had a whole skeptical on the internet about her being a man. Like niggas.
It doesn't. So my point to saying all that is, it doesn't matter that he's a male basketball player. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. She won a gold medal for our country.
She's a goddamn gold medalist, DJ.
There's people that look at her as a quote unquote hero here. I don't want to put air quotes on it, but there's people that look at her as a hero.
Definitely not.
I don't think she's a hero now.
I don't think anyone that went to the Olympics and won a gold medal is
just because you won a gold medal that make you a hero?
I don't think Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Dwayne.
No. She's not an American. She's not an American hero. She's not an American hero. She's a hero to female basketball players here in this country. Yes, she is.
Ain't no bitch walking around talking about I want to be like Brittany Griner.
No woman. Can we just say woman? Can we just say
no
woman?
Yeah, we gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop saying bitch. I stopped saying it. Y'all gotta stop saying it.
I don't say that.
Ain't no woman in America walking around like I want to be like Brittany Griner. No woman ever.
Stop saying the B word.
She's borderline a man. We still ain't figured it out yet.
Bro, no, she's not.
We don't know. You know?
Stop.
You been down there?
She's not a man. She's not a man, DJ. But she did say she was a dad, which is kind of crazy.
Who's dads? Men.
She did say she was the father. She did, bro. She did.
You remember when she said she could beat DeMarcus Cousins in one-on-one?
Yes. She's delusional.
She wouldn't even say
that nigga bitch is a delusional one.
I remember they asked Gino Auriemma, who's a women's coach. They asked him about it. He was like, if they're playing one-on-one and I had to bet money, he was like, I'm going to go and take everything in my account and mortgage my house, and I'm going to bet everything on DeMarcus Cousins.
And he coached her.
Yeah.
Crazy as hell.
That's any logical man, any logical person should do that.
Goodness gracious.
Man, I can't believe y'all really, man, you think they not America not finna get bro out about it? Come on now.
It's bad. Gerald, what's his name?
Jared,
bro. It's bad for you. Just stay out there, bro.
You think they're gonna move heaven and earth? You think they're gonna move heaven and earth to get him back?
They're gonna do the same thing they did for Brittany.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Why?
Because he's an American citizen.
DJ is bugging.
That shit make us look weak as hell.
DJ don't believe
as a country.
He don't believe that shit.
How do it make us look weak when he violated their laws? How does that make us look weak?
Brittany Griner violated their laws,
and it didn't make us look weak. They just
if they let her sit over there, we would have looked weak.
No, we wouldn't.
Yeah, we would have. If they wouldn't have eaten,
it's just foreign policy, bro. It's just foreign policy. It's not about looking weak. It's just foreign policy. The way countries give it up, the way some countries, but the way America gives it up is whoever, regardless of why they're locked up in your country, we don't care. We want them back here.
Yeah.
So that's not about looking weak. That's just policy. That's just policy. It's not about looking weak.
If they don't at least try to get that nigga over here, bro, we look weak.
I'm sure they're trying now.
They gonna get him over here, bro.
I hope so.
They gonna get him over here.
I hope so.
They gonna get him over here.
I don't think they're gonna move heaven and earth like they did for Brittany Griner.
Just like the military men, when they go over to these countries and break laws, have to come back over here and then get dishonorably discharged from the military. They gonna get them back over here, bro.
The thing you're missing is what people are.
What am I missing? He's an American citizen.
Let me tell you. What you're missing is what type
of person?
Not
what his status is over here in America.
No.
Yeah.
Is that's what I'm missing? What his status is because Brittany Griner had more status than him? No. They had to get her over here?
No.
Before CNN, we didn't know.
What these people have done for the country. A Marine?
What has Brittany Griner done for this country?
She won gold medals.
Bro, nobody give two fucks about that.
So why?
Bro.
So then why? So hold on. So why did they trade the Merchant of Death to get her back?
Because she's an American citizen. Bottom line.
So if it was you, they would have traded the Merchant of Death.
They would have tried. Yes.
No, they wouldn't have, nigga.
Nigga,
no,
yes,
they wouldn't.
I would like to believe so, nigga.
Trump
they
told you
wouldn't
that.
Nigga, Trump's full of niggas.
Oh God.
Trump, hey, look, Trump cares so much about me, man. He passed the First Step Act and the Second Step Act, nigga. Guess what that did? That cut my prison time down near in half. He cares, nigga. He don't give a fuck if he don't care if, like, what you did in America, who you are in America. You're an American citizen. You belong to America. You should be here, nigga.
Do you think that had more to do with you or his friends that were felons and that they were locked
Nigga,
up?
that had to do with American citizens that were locked up. It may have.
You said Trump cares so much about me. This is what you said.
I don't care about him.
Do you think he cares about you or his friends that were locked up that he can get out?
He just cared about niggas being in prison for shit they should not be in prison for, bro.
Or did he care about his friends that were in prison?
Actually, it wasn't even Donald Trump that did it. Kanye West did it. Kanye West went and put that shit in his ear and was like, you know what, you right. Kanye West went and talked to Trump, was like, hey, bro, we doing this. And Trump was like, you know what, Kanye, Yeezy, dog, you're right. Let's do this. Because Donald Trump friends is not in prison for selling dope. Donald Trump friends are in prison for breaking tax laws. His friends are in a whole other bracket.
What's going on with DDG, man? What's going on with DDG?
Man, Hallie Bailey.
Halle Berry.
Whatever your last name is, shorty, you tripping.
Haley, what's her name?
Haley.
It's Haley. Whatever.
I don't know, bro. I feel like Haley is trying to
use his kid as a pawn and be controlling.
Yeah, I feel like she beefed with him personally, and she just trying to make it about the kid for real.
So what happened was she, they're separated. Were they married?
No.
No, yeah, they just separated now, and she said that he physically and emotionally abused her, and so she's asking for sole custody of their kid, and so right now she has sole custody of their kid, and DDG can only see their son on 6 hours supervised visits.
But think about it. Let's talk about this, bro.
Let me see.
This is Haley we talking about. She is a actor, a celebrity. Mm-hmm. You telling me
The Little Mermaid?
Yeah, like she's a known celebrity. She ain't like one of those little weak ones, like, you feel me, like some like C-list or D-list celebrity. Like, she's borderline A-list, B-list celebrity. You telling me if DDG really put his hands on her, this is the first time we hearing about this, bro? Think about it, bro.
You can't say that.
Nah, bro. We come on now.
You can't say that.
When Diddy beat Cassie, that's not the first time we heard about him beating Cassie, bro. We heard about that shit way when it first happened. We didn't care about it because back then it was like, it's P. Diddy. All right.
I had never heard about him beating up Cassie.
Yeah, I done heard about it.
Just like the same thing when the Chris Brown Rihanna thing came out. They was like, oh, if people know they've been beating each other, they've been fighting in hotel rooms and all this and that. I didn't know.
Bro, yeah, when Chris Brown, that wasn't the first time where like they...
I agree.
But majority of the time when Chris Brown and Rihanna was getting to it, Rihanna was beating Chris Brown.
Fair, but what I'm saying, but
we just heard about when Chris Brown beat Rihanna.
Yes, but I'm not saying who did what first or who's more to blame. I'm saying that wasn't the first instance of it happening. Is what I'm saying.
That's not the first instance of Diddy beating Cassie, bro. But we like niggas was like, bro, all right.
I'm saying as far as us hearing about it.
I
never heard of any of these situations. I never heard about it until the big one happened.
Yeah, no.
Me personally.
We didn't.
And I feel like I'm pretty tapped in, but I feel like I stay into it.
When Diddy did it the first time, that wasn't the first time he did it. When he did it the first time, it was speculation. There was no pictures released. There was nothing released to where it was actual, like, he did it.
Time out. And this might take us off on a tangent that's not on the topic. But before the Cassie video came out, when did you hear about Diddy beating up somebody?
When I was like 12 years old, they said that shit, bro.
That he beat up who?
Cassie. They've been messing with each other for years.
Maybe I just didn't hear it. Okay.
I was in middle school.
If you heard it, you heard it. Okay.
And I used to listen to Diddy religiously. You feel me? Heard about it. There was just never any footage or any photos released where it was like, all right, he really did it. It was speculation. Like, oh, Diddy beats Cassie. Like, Diddy beat up Cassie. All right. But then when the video, now when we're 27, 28, 29 years old, now we're adults and shit, and the videos releasing him beating that bitch in the hotel room.
Bro,
or that woman.
Okay.
That lady.
Him beating that woman.
That beautiful young woman.
Him beating that woman in the hotel hallway. When the video was released, that's when it became a deal because now, nigga, there is physical evidence of it happening. But if that was the first time that he put his hands on that woman,
But
we would have heard about it before.
DDG and Haley though. DDG and Haley though. What'd you say?
If
Like when he supposedly like abused, like physically abused her, she didn't like file the report. Like
no, they gonna go.
the pictures that she posted when she like filed a restraining order requesting that because of like whatever the case happened. Like she said he had put, like that happened 5 months before she filed. Like she went to the police.
Does that mean it never happened?
No, I'm just saying like if it looks premeditated, it doesn't look like, because then again like they like and in her, if you read the police report, she says that they wrestled, like they were wrestling type shit. So she like admitted guilt to it type in the police report, obviously, but that wasn't brought up in the restraining order or whatever the.
That's fair to say.
So it's fair to say like they both were going at it about whatever the case, but wrestling, whatever the case was. But like to say like to come 5 months later, as in because it looks premeditated. Because at first she was trying to just say he was a deadbeat. She couldn't say he was a deadbeat because like everybody knew he wasn't a deadbeat. Then she tried to go about like the whole cheating allegation shit, but then like she started popping up with niggas, so like she can't really. And then she tried to say like how he didn't want to be around his son, but it's like it was obvious that he did. He wanted to be around his son, so it's like once she couldn't win that narrative, it's crazy as hell because academics was talking about it too, and he like called it. He was like saying like if she can't win the narrative, the public narrative of like being a deadbeat and like you being not shit or whatever the case is, then she's gonna say like you abused her. And like dead ass, like 5 months later, that's when she came out with the restraining order and saying that he be. So that's my whole view on this shit. Like, it looks premeditated. Even if it did or didn't happen, I feel like it looks like she's like weaponizing it, and I don't fuck with that.
I'm not mad at that take. Let me run this by you though. Even if she didn't report it months ago, if it did happen, is it not still relevant right now? Because if while we're together, like I love you, I want to be with you. We going through this tumultuous, this rocky time. We fighting. You beat me up. I'm fighting back. Even if I like whoever hits who first, we're fighting and all of that. I don't report it because I'm in love with you and I wanna be with you. I want to work this out and I want to get to a happy
dumb
place.
as hell. If that's the case,
No, they weren't together when it happened.
When they were fighting,
Yeah,
so why were they fighting?
it was like he like went to, I think he had the kid or she had the kid. No, she had the kid.
So she's saying that when he was beating her up, they weren't even a couple.
She didn't say he was beating her up. She said it was an incident. She didn't say he was like abusive.
Okay.
She said she said he was like verbally and financially abusive towards her, but there was like an assault.
Financially, she got more money than that.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's in the report, I swear. And then, but she said that she only brought up one incident where he was like physically abusive to her. She didn't say it was like a continuous thing.
Listen, it's not okay for anybody to be lying on anybody. Let me say that before I say my next statement.
I think she's throwing.
It's not okay for anybody to be lying on anybody to get custody or to get anybody locked up or restraining orders or anything. Let me say that. But, not even but, with that, what I said before, if she was getting, if he was putting hands on her.
It was one incident.
So then does that not give credence to what she's saying?
No.
How not?
Because the incident, the details of it, like so what it was is she took the kid for, I guess, X amount of days, and she was supposed to bring the kid back on a specific day, and she couldn't bring him back on that day for whatever reason. She told him that. She said he was mad about that. She brought the kid back, I guess, a few days later after that. He came to the house to get the kid, and he was still mad about the fact that she kept his kid longer than
She was supposed to.
than she was supposed to, right? As he's mad leaving, saying like he's gonna just take the kid, and she's asking him when he's gonna come back with the kid, and he's like, "Don't worry about it. Like you come back with the kid whenever you." She's like, "Don't worry about it." He's leaving. Then she's like, "Okay, well let me like." Then she's like, follow him to the car. She's like trying to put the kid in the car seat. Then that's when they have the altercation, and I'm guessing she left out. She didn't say what she did in the report, but she was basically saying like, I think it was a vacation or some shit that she had came back from. I don't know if it was right after that Brent Fryers shit, because she lied about that too. And she said that Like, she was pressing him about doing shit like that, and then she just, like, went out the country with the kid and was around a random nigga with the kid. Like, that's what I'm saying. It just looks like, bro, she just trying to use the kid as, like, a pawn to, like, or use the kid as, like, a weapon to, like, attack him, bro, and that shit is not.
I'm hesitating to speak on it because I've read some, but I don't have all the details.
She said they were wrestling in the car when she was trying to ask him how long he was gonna have the kid for. He was like, bro, it's my kid. Like, you didn't tell me how long you're gonna be gone. You just told me when you're gonna be back. Then you didn't even come back on that day. So don't like basically playing that card with him. And yeah, so it's like she's trying to make it seem like he's the babysitter and it's her kid type shit. When it's like, nigga, it's his kid too. So that's the only reason why I'm not jacking the shit, because it's like, and then after that is when, and that happened, and then 5 months after that is when she filed the report about, or not a report, but the restraining order, and referenced that situation in the restraining order.
So I don't like none of it. The one thing I will say is, and I'm a big Jay-Z fan. But I will say with Jay-Z's manager, I don't know exactly how he's involved with Haley and how he's involved with I don't know exactly how he's involved with Haley and how he's exactly involved with Megan Thee Stallion, but I know his people and his business and his companies are backing both of them. And I know in both
What's going on with Meg?
the whole Tory Lane situation.
They lied on, bro.
And I also hold on, and I know in both of these situations, he's backing both of them, and in both of these situations, it one could argue that the man, a black man, in both of these situations is being railroaded.
For sure.
So it's like,
Nah, he's for sure being railroaded.
it makes me look.
Yes.
Tory Lanez for sure got railroaded.
No, bro.
And I was somebody when I was doing my radio show on the radio when the news first hit. I was on my radio like, yo, if anybody I make videos for, don't tell me you want no Tory Lanez music. I don't rock with it, da-da-da-da. And I had to go back on my podcast when everything came out. I was like, yo, I apologize. Like, I was wrong. Like, I didn't look like Tory Lanez did this.
Tory didn't do it.
I'm going to just say that. It seems like the people behind Haley and the people behind Meg are muddying this up and doing what they need to do to win this case for their clients, and it looks disgusting.
No, it's bad. But I'm not right.
On the DDG situation, it looks bad for Haley. It looks worse for her than it does for him, to be honest. It looks nasty for her, bro. She's saying, bro, she's trying to like, bro, she's not winning the public. Like, they don't believe her when she's saying like the shit that she's saying. Like, of course the judge agreed with her. And that goes to show how fucked up the justice system is, because they're going to always side with the mom. But, bro, if you ask the public, bro, they'll tell you, like, bro, she's moving out of pocket on bro. Like,
nah, she was tripping.
He just want to be with his kid and he don't want to fuck with her. She's trying to use that as, like, it's her kid and he's just, like, the damn babysitter type shit.
That would really bug me out about it when he was on the Kaisanat stream and she was tripping out about him being on the stream.
Oh, I want to talk about that.
That was really bugging me out.
What?
Like, her going off on DDG about him being on the Kaisanat stream. Like, when he went on, DDG had him and she was out of town and he had their son on the Kaisanat stream.
Nothing wrong.
And she was on the comments talking about, I do not I don't condone this. I did not know that he was going to be on the stream. I don't want this to happen. This is not what I agree. I didn't agree to this or some shit like that. Like, who are you to agree with the fuck I do with my kid when it's my time with
What's
my
her kid too, though?
Yeah, but what you do, but what he does with his,
to do it, then you can't be
even if you did, it's his kid just as much as it's her kid, bro. It's 50-50 y'all kid. It took you and him to make that baby. So when he got the kid, he can do what the fuck he wants with his kid. Just like when you have the kid, you can do what the fuck you want with your kid. Like, no, you can't, like, I go through it all the time. Like, there's no way in hell my baby moms are going to tell me what I can and cannot do with my kids when I have my kids. Because I don't tell you what you can and cannot do with your kid when you have your kid.
That's fair. Do you think there should be some communication before you doing whatever you're going to do with your kid?
No.
Why not?
If it does not put...
If you don't want them to do some specific, you should communicate that. They shouldn't be communicating on what they're doing.
The only things that you should do when it comes to the kid and communicating like that, if you're, one, taking them out of the country, two, put them in schools, like things that we both need to know. If I'm taking my kid on the stream when my kid is with me and I'm on the stream, like, no, you don't need to know that. That's none of your business. Like, when you say it, you see it.
I mean, hear me out before y'all. Just hear me out. I'm not saying this what happened when DDG was on there. But on the streams, people be on there talking about whatever they talking about. People be on there smoking, drinking, doing whatever they're going to do on the stream.
Yeah.
I think it's fair for any parent to be like, before you take my kid on the stream where those things happen, even if it's our kid and you can do what you want when he's in your custody, you can do what you want. I'm not saying he can't, but I'm saying like I think it's fair for any parent, man or woman, to be like, before you go and do something with our child, I would like a heads up first. I think that's fair.
She didn't say that though.
If it doesn't,
that's fair. That's fair. I'm speaking for me. I'm speaking for me, and I trust my ex-wife, my child's mom, to the utmost. I don't think she. I know for a fact. Let me not say that because anything could happen. I'm 99.9% sure I would never look up and see her with my kid on a stream or at a party or doing anything that I wouldn't condone of. That I wouldn't condone of. I don't think that would ever happen because I know who my ex is. I trust her. She's an amazing woman, an amazing person, a great mother, everything. I don't think that would ever happen. But if it did, yeah, I think it would be my place to be like, bro, when the boys are in your custody, yes, you can do what you want. They're your children.
Of course,
but just let me get a heads up first. Like I didn't know my son was going to be on the stream for the whole world to see. I would just want a heads up before that happens. That's all. And I think that's fair. And I think that's fair for any parent to say.
And then what if she gives you a heads up and you say no? You don't want that to happen. Now she can't do it because you don't want it to happen?
It's a conversation.
There ain't no conversation.
It should be.
No.
It should be.
Because, I guess
it's just the whole heads up thing for me. I feel like if you're gonna be bothered by something, you should tell somebody before they do it.
Nah.
Yeah, but you can let them know like I'm bothered. You can
let them know that you're not that
you don't want that to happen. But like you can't tell them not to do it, bro.
That they did it. It's like, bro, you can't be mad that I did it if you ain't tell me like that. You would be like to be mad about something somebody do to you if you ain't tell them like that makes you mad. I feel like it's just like a waste of energy for it. Like
nah. If it doesn't
because how you mad if they don't know? Like you can't like you know what I'm saying?
If it doesn't put the kid in harm's way, like it doesn't matter. That's how I look at it.
Or
like,
if you don't know, like if you don't know that you doing something that they don't like, how the fuck can they get mad about you doing something that they don't like? Nigga, I didn't know that.
I didn't know. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
You should have just communicated that shit to me. Then it could be like, I know she said this, but I'm still gonna do it. You know what I mean? Like type shit. Then we could talk about me doing what I'm doing versus what you, but you can't like get mad like
I'm just not saying I'm never gonna.
It's like she had a conversation like even if like nah, bro. Nah.
I'm never gonna control what my you feel me. No, you do whatever you want to do. The kid is with you. If I trust you, we got a kid together. I trust you to keep my kid safe. If it doesn't put my kid in harm's way, then we ain't got nothing to worry about. Because you got to live your life, you got to experience, and they're gonna experience different things with you, and they're gonna experience different things with me. I'm not finna not experience these things with my kids because you don't want me to. Fuck no. You sound dumb as hell.
How long you waiting before you bring other people around kids?
That's a good question. I think for me, it's a matter of. It's not necessarily just a matter of. I guess it's a little both. I was about to say it's not a matter of time. It's like how much you know them. But I guess it's a little bit of both. But just like basic rule of thumb, I'd say. Like 6-7 months.
It depends. For me, like I said, 3 to 6 months or relationship. Like if it's a serious relationship of mine and we're serious, about 3 to 6 months, depending on like where we're at, how serious we are.
From the beginning of the relationship or from when you first meet her?
Not from the relationship. From not when I meet her.
How long before you're in a relationship?
It depends.
Like, we
so
talk about,
it could be a year and a half before she even meet your kids.
Yeah,
it could be.
Yeah,
it could be.
Or like 2 years and a half.
It could be from the beginning. Now, if we're just friends,
2.5 years.
It could be. She could know I have kids.
She didn't even know she didn't even know how you was as a dad.
She won't need to know, and then
she know you a dad though.
She know I'm a dad. But she don't need to know like
she don't know
nature.
How you are as a dad.
And then after we get in a relationship,
seen you with your kid in 2 years, but she know you got one.
Yeah, and when we get in a relationship, right? Like we've known each other for 2 years. We've been working towards a relationship.
She ain't see you with your kid in 2 years.
She hasn't seen me with my kid in 2 years. Check it.
Together.
We haven't been in a relationship for those 2 years. Yes or no? Have we been in a relationship for those 2 years?
I've been in a relationship for. What, a year?
All right, if we've been in a relationship for a year, she's already met me. She's already met my kids.
No. Y'all been knowing each other for a year.
We've been knowing each other for a year. She don't need to see me with my kids.
2 months since y'all got in a relationship.
We've been in a relationship for 2 months, so it'll be about another 2 months before she sees me with my kids.
Say 14 months. 14 months. You known her for 14 months.
I've known her for 14 months. We've only been in a relationship for 2.
Too much, yes.
She probably has not going to see me with my kids until we're in a relationship.
Been
And
like 2
I'll
years before she see your kid.
And when the relationship is serious enough to where I was like, all right, this is moving to this. Now you need to see my kids because one, you're going to be around me every day. You living with me. Who do my kids be at? Then that's when I would bring my kids in. Now if we're just friends.
She don't even know how you are as a dad though. Like she needs to see how you is as a dad.
And when it's time for that to happen, that'll happen. When our relationship grows to that serious point,
she
bro.
don't like how you are as a
And then she ain't got to like
she got to move around.
She got to move around.
But after a year, bro.
She got to move around.
Nah, I feel like niggas is.
If we're just going to be friends forever.
It's crazy.
If we're just friends forever, like you mean my kids want
Bro, you're not
second date. My dad need to step, bro. Kids need to step.
You're not finna just bring any old girl around your kids.
I'm not finna just bring. Yeah, I'm not finna just bring any.
Like,
joke.
How long you said? 6-7 months.
Before what?
Like before you bring around your kids. Like
Yeah.
You gonna wait 6-7 months, but like, are you like in a relationship? You gonna wait 6-7 months after that, or like when you meet her 6-7 months after that?
6-7 months after me and you is doing what we doing. Even if I haven't made you my girl, like it's me the way I move. Like we date and then we decide we're gonna be exclusive, and then I make you my girl. So like I'm basing on like by the day we decide that we gonna be exclusive.
Yeah.
After that, it's gonna be
6 or 7 months.
close to like 6 or 7 months before you meet my kids.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Months?
Yeah.
That's what.
Because why would I bring you around my kids?
All right, so let me ask y'all this.
You guys, well, hold on. You're
No,
exclusively dating.
Y'all. I just trapped the fuck.
No, you didn't.
out of y'all.
No, you
Yes, I
didn't.
did.
Because why would I bring you around my kids? Like
If we just fucking.
we date. No, even if we taking each other serious.
fucking.
No. Hear me out. Hear me out.
No, but I'm just saying, why would I bring you around my kids if we just
Asshole.
fucking?
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Why would I bring you around my
That's
kids?
your girlfriend.
Hear me out.
My
It's-
girlfriend
It's not my girl yet. That's what I'm saying.
No,
So,
I'm saying y'all together. Y'all, you've known her for probably like a year, but y'all just got together. How long? Okay, I know. I asked you. You answered. What did you say? Did you say? Because you said that you was going
3 to 6 months after she's been my girlfriend.
So he'll know her for a year and then like be a girl and then be like, oh, I'm
Be in a relationship,
Yes. And then months after that, are you saying the same shit? Like you'll know her, that y'all talk, and then like for like a year, whatever, however long you take for you to like be like, I want to be with this woman. Then you'll be in a relationship with her, and then 6 months after that, you let her meet your kids type shit. Is that what you're saying?
the same type of deal, but I'm saying like it doesn't have to be like, because like I'll probably just bleep the name, but like I just met my kids, but she's never been my girl. But I started moving like I know I want to move forward with this woman. I want to build with her. I'm gonna make her my girl. She's met my kids, but even to that, I met her in 2022. She didn't meet my kids until like August, September of last year.
Oh yeah, so
That's 2 years later. But I'm saying, by the time, so I met her in 2022. She didn't meet my kids until like the end of like mid to like end of last summer, and by that point, I want to say it had been like maybe like 4 months. We had the conversation about being exclusive like 4 months before that.
Before she met your kids?
Before she met my kids. And I had known her for almost 2 years at that point. So even if I was never gonna make you my girl, I know the type of even if I was never gonna make you my girl, I know the type of person you are. Like I know, like, and even when she met my kids, it wasn't like I had my arm around her. Like this is my kids met her as another one of my friends, and even to this day, my kids have never seen us kiss. We've never it was never like, oh, this is like, you know what I mean? It was never like, because my whole thing is like, why am I introduce you to my kids and like you see us kiss and we all hugged up and we doing all of this, and then it don't work out, and then you don't see her no more. And the type of way, especially my younger son, the way my kids are, they like whoever my friends are, like they like bro, if I were to bring my kids to the studio every week, these niggas would be hugging y'all and asking y'all for y'all like whatever y'all like. They'd be like, these is my uncles, like these are like they my dad's people. These is my people. That's how my kids give it up. So when they met, that's how they was giving it up. And so what I look like introducing these kids to this girl, they get all comfortable and cool with her, and it don't work out, and now they like, well, what happened? Or and even more so than
Life
that.
happened. Shit, she here.
But kids don't understand that. Kids don't understand that. And then even more so than that, I bring another girl in shortly after that, and I'm hugging up on her, kissing up on her, and doing all the thing with her. And for me, like I got boys. I feel like it's kind of the same if you got girls, so you don't want your girls seeing you moving like that too. But I'm like, I got sons. Like I don't want my sons seeing me like I'm bringing different girls in and I'm kissing on them, hugging like. Cupcaking with all these different, like, nah, I gotta show my kid, I gotta show my young dudes how to move.
Bro, my oldest daughter was 3 years old.
Nah, bro.
She didn't meet my ex-wife until like she was 4, and me and my ex-wife have been living together for like 6 months.
We got him, chat.
And I had known her for a minute.
You niggas a wife and female that like don't got a relationship with your kid. Y'all a couple female that don't got a relationship with your kid.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy to me.
I don't believe.
I don't got kids, and I feel like that's crazy.
And when you have kids, that'll change. Because
Like,
I used to think it was crazy
with
too.
my kids, then I know we can like. Then I got an idea that shit could like.
So look,
It could be like more serious type shit. I ain't gonna be like serious until you like meet my kid. If I got a kid, like I ain't gonna take you serious. Y'all saying
that's fair.
backwards.
That's fair.
Y'all
And
think
again,
the other way around.
and again, what he said, I agree. I think it'll change once you have kids. But the way I move is like, yeah, I can get serious with you. But for me, if my kids don't like you, we just can't be together.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm not. But that's.
If I had my kids every day, like you do, then I'll
Bro,
probably agree with
so
you.
you gonna waste 2 years of knowing somebody and being with them for however much you gonna be with them, and once your kids say you don't like them,
I mean,
you might as well just get that out. That's what I'm saying. That's the waste of 2 years. You might as well
But
get that
it's-
out the way as soon as possible, bro.
But are you gonna get it out of the way as soon as possible, right? Say you dealing with a shorty, she meets your kids 2 weeks after y'all dealing with each other, right? And y'all continue to deal with each other for 1-2 years, and she's around your kids the entire time that y'all dealing with each other. Your kids have now grown attached to that woman. Because kids easily attach to
fine,
people.
bro.
That's not fine because when that woman,
What's wrong? That's a
'Cause if you-
relationship.
guess what?
There's
If you
nothing wrong
choose
with-
not- if you choose not to fuck
if
with
it's
her-
a bad attachment, of course I'm a be. Bro, any good attachment is a good attachment. I don't give a fuck with it.
No.
If it's a great relationship,
it's good until she's not around it.
yeah,
anymore.
it's good
Yeah,
until you
who's to
don't.
say she's not gonna be around no more? Cause we ain't together.
Life happens, nigga. Yeah.
Exactly, but that's what anybody though. Family members, that's what anybody.
Time out.
Kids gonna learn that
So you
from
a girl creates an attachment with your. You don't have kids. I can't. A girl creates an attachment
That's
with your kids.
crazy, bro. I could still answer the question.
Okay,
bro.
a girl creates an attachment with your hypothetical kids, and then y'all break up. You still gonna let her maintain a relationship with your kids?
And my kids are old enough to understand it. Yes.
Okay, my kids are 9 and 5. I'm speaking of my situation. Your kids are 9 and 5.
I feel like if they 9 and 5, yeah, if it's a healthy relationship, yeah. Like if it's like it depends on what like the basis of it is. But I'm not going to completely be like, oh, you cut off if they.
So then what happens? What happens when you lock
If
in
I'm
with
with her for like years, you saying like if I'm with her for years, like that's what you're saying. Like if I'm with her for like 4, like let's not even say 4. Let's say 3 years. With her for 3 years, 2.5 years.
and she creates a relationship and attachment to your kids
With my kid, yeah.
and y'all break
They
up.
have like they little walk. They go on a walk where they go like to the store. And
Yeah.
Yes, nigga. If we break up,
And then you bring in the next girl, and then this relationship is still maintained.
If they want to do it, they very much can. So yeah, if she want to still have a relationship with my kid, yes, bro. That's if it's
And then what happened when your new girlfriend is like, why is your ex coming over here with your kids?
Wait, what about your kid? What if your kid really fuck with that walk that he had with her to the store? Like it was really therapeutic. Like,
And that's why, and that's why you don't let those attachments and those.
It's a healthy one.
But if she's not going to be around, it's not going to be healthy because she's not going to be.
You can't say it could be.
That's why I was.
If they both still want to, I feel like that's going to be a healthy one.
You wouldn't do that, Dion.
Look, check it.
You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't.
First of all, I wouldn't. That's what I'm saying. Like I wouldn't know that being with somebody. That's what I'm saying. That's what y'all are saying is tricky. Is the reason why y'all shit is backfiring because you're saying like you would wait so long to have your kid introduced to somebody. I'm saying I wouldn't wait that long. Like they're gonna have a relationship. Like they're gonna build a relationship. I'm gonna know I want to fuck with her because of how she is with my kid. That's gonna be a reason. One of the main reasons why I want to fuck with her. Right?
No, that's just an added thing. When you
I'm
have
saying
kids.
me personally. This is.
But you don't have kids, so you don't know.
Bro, if you fuck with somebody that I fuck with you. I don't even have to know you, and I know that if you cool with somebody, I know they cool as hell. They ain't no. Cause I'm not cool with too many niggas type shit. So I'm with that with just anybody that's in my circle. Ain't gotta be my kid. Just anybody that's around me.
It's
I know
different when it's
you
your
cool
kid,
with
though,
them. That I know. I'm not saying it's the same, but I'm saying in a sense of a connection is what I'm trying to talk to. I'm talking more like in a sense of like who I'm around, and I know like if you fuck with them, that I know you good people type shit. So I'm not gonna like if she's around my kid, I know she's a good person. She's a good people around my kid type shit. So when we break up. If they had a relationship, that's their relationship. But if they had a little, whatever it is that's what they, bro, whatever you want to call it, you can call it. Like, that's
not how you're going to move when you have kids.
I'm just saying that's what I'm saying. Like,
That's not how you're going to move when you have kids, bro.
bro, I'm just saying with my mom and my stepmom is both cool, gang. They're not cool because my mom is not with my daddy. Like, I still have a great relationship with my stepmom. I call her mom. I call my mom. I call them both mom.
All right, but is your
the same
stepmom
room.
still with your dad?
Yes.
All right, that is why.
No, actually, no, I don't think she is. No, I don't know. I don't think they are. I don't think they are.
Well, we can't fully speak to that because we're not sure.
My stepmom, my mom introduced my stepmom to my dad.
That's not really the important thing in this situation, though.
I'm just saying though. So it's like I'm speaking more onto like the connection and relationship shit. Like that's bigger than what y'all niggas is trying to say. Like, oh, we ain't together no more. It's bigger than that, bro. It's a positive connection with another human being, bro. It's bigger than you not with that person no more. So they ain't gonna be around. So you can't like.
Correct me if I'm wrong. When Jay Mitch was here, weren't y'all both talking about how like your girl can't have no like connection or ties to none of her exes and all this and that? It's like if you was messing with him before, now that I'm here, he got to move around, like get him out of here. Da 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 da. Matter of fact, Jay Mitch spoke about that the girl that he was dealing with, the baby daddy calling and all this and the third, and you was against that. You were against that.
Against what?
The baby daddy calling. Like Jay Mitch said, he was dating a girl that had kids, and the kid's dad would call, and they be talking. He was like, I ain't like that. I ain't like that. And you was on his side.
We were talking about. He said a nigga called. A nigga called when he was with a shorty. A nigga called his shorty.
That's fair. That's fair.
He didn't say
You're right.
No baby
You're right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You're right. You're right. You're right. But if that call was about the kids, it'd be okay.
What call? About what kids?
He said the baby daddy called, and he wasn't cool because he was talking.
The baby daddy. It was her boyfriend that called her when he was with her. Her boyfriend called her.
The baby daddy. He said, the question was, how do y'all feel about dating a girl that have kids? Said the baby daddy would call about the kids. Da, da, da. I ain't like that. I ain't like that. So
remember that conversation.
I do, and that's why I'm referencing it. That's why I'm telling you about it. I do. He said the baby daddy would call, and he said something. He was like, I was like, would it be about the kids? He was like, sometimes it be about the kids. He was like, and other things. He's like, I don't understand why they got to call this, that, and third, and da 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 da. And I was like, I mean, if it's about the kids, that's one thing. And he was like, I don't like none of. He was like, if you got to talk about the kids, but at one point it's not about the kids and da 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 da. So, and again, what you said was like, it wasn't about the kids. You're absolutely right. My question on top of that is, if this man is calling about the kids, like that's.
Oh, we were talking about in Zoe's living room.
No, this was in Escondido. This was in Escondido.
I thought it was in Zoe's living room.
It was in Escondido. It was in Escondido. It might have been.
I know I said some shit like.
I saw that
like
episode.
you just being in ties. Yeah, you being in ties with your baby daddy is out of pocket. I feel like answering the phone while you with your nigga is your baby daddy is like that's more what I was speaking to. Like,
Nah, if it's about the kids,
answering your phone.
But if it's about the kid, right? You said if it's the connect.
You
said, hold on, wait. You said, but the
You
connect.
don't know what it's about. They calling you. I'd text and be like, "What's the word?" Like, I'm not gonna answer the phone. Like,
But if it's about the kid, it's cool, right? But if it's about the kid, it's cool, right?
you don't know what it's about. That's what
But I'm saying, but once the text comes through, and it's about the kid, it's cool, right?
Kid, then you can answer the phone. I guess, yeah, shit, you can say that. Answer the phone. If it's about the kid, if they're saying it's emergency, they need to talk to you.
Only if it's an emergency.
Like, I'm just calling to ask.
Only if it's an emergency.
Yes, yeah. I would think so. I would think that.
So then you're not okay. Right. You're not okay with the ex dude calling and being in having a relationship with the kid. Then, if it's on, if it's
I'm talking about a kid that's not your kid. That's what I was talking about in that situation. We're talking about somebody that's not yours.
It was her kid.
No, I'm talking about Jay Mitch's kid. Like a kid that's not yours. Is what I'm saying. Like you're talking about me being her in that situation, or me being Jay Mitch.
He's talking about you being Jay Mitch in that situation.
That's what I'm saying.
Meaning you're dealing with a girl that got a kid, but her baby dad is calling. But
hold on. But regardless of what adult we play in this scenario, if it's about the kid, it started off with this being about the kid maintaining a healthy relationship with this person that's no longer in a relationship.
Maintaining a relationship with the kid. The kid maintaining a relationship with the person.
With the ex that's no longer
with their parent.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's what this was. Jay Mitch's situation. That's what that was. So it's not about putting yourself in whoever's shoes. It's about because you said it's about if the relationship is healthy and solid, then it's cool. And it sounds what you just said right now. If it's an emergency,
what do you mean he called about the kid though? That's what I'm saying. Like to talk to the nigga. Because they have their own. That's what I'm saying. Whatever it is that they have is to be discussed with whoever you're dealing with. That's you cross that bridge when you get to it. Hey, I'm dealing with you, but I had an ex who's cool with.
So you meet her. Okay. So you meet her. She's like, my ex. Whatever situation is, whether it's the kid's dad or the most recent ex that has a relationship with the kid. The most recent ex has a relationship with the kid, and they're calling about the kid. Is that okay?
You asking me?
I'm asking the room.
Oh.
Well, I guess I'm asking you because you're the one that said you're the one that said it'd be okay because he said he's not cool with it. If the most recent ex calls about the kid,
but I'm saying that and you're with her, have a relationship.
Yes, they clearly already have a relationship.
Yeah, why would it not be cool?
Okay,
but at a certain age, like you feel me, you shouldn't be calling. If you got a relationship with my kid, you shouldn't be calling me to talk to my kid. If my kid's at a certain age where my kid got a phone, call my kid. No, I feel like
doing that is that's what I'm saying. I feel like calling. That's what I'm saying. Like that shit is touchy. It's like wishy. You gotta like wait on like how it comes. Like
I got an 8-year-old daughter.
They're not talking to you at all type shit, and they just on some like calling you to talk to your kid, and it's like, bro, what do you like? What you could obviously. I'm not obviously saying some creepy shit. You let go because it's like, oh, this motherfucker got a relationship. But obviously, if you thinking it's something creepy, then you don't be on that shit. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the healthy, positive relationships that kids be having with adults who don't always be their parents. That's all I'm
saying. Not me.
Yeah, that shit will take a little minute for a woman to meet my kids at the end of the day.
That's like it's saying like
I don't know how y'all niggas could be with a shorty that don't have a relationship with your kids.
When she check it, but this is what it is. This is what it is, right? So I take time for myself to learn who this woman is, how I believe she will act when it's time to meet my kids and all this shit. I take time to learn that. And then once I've learned that and I believe this will be a positive relationship for my children, now my children come into play where they meet this woman. Now I'm learning how she's going to be with my children. If I don't like how she actually is with my children, I cut her off. No, I'm giving you my timeline. I'm not.
You trying to add what I said onto it?
No, I'm giving you my. You asked my timeline
first. Y'all didn't say that at first.
I said it would take 3 to 6 months.
Actually, more than once. You not said that.
I said it would take 3 to 6 months.
You said you would be in a relationship with her before she meets your kids.
Yes.
Stood on that.
So we're in a relationship.
How you can't? That's not.
We're in a relationship.
How you gonna know you want to be with her if you got kids? You don't know how she was your kids.
Because I want to know who she is before she meets my kids, and I learned that
relationship. See, you keep trying to say like I'm saying. You think you keep trying to like blur the line between me saying be with her and relationship. I literally said relation.
My relationship with her doesn't
relationship
because my relationship with her before she meets my kids does not revolve around her kids. Yes,
not like y'all getting to know each other relationship.
Because my kids, when it comes to this, listen. I'm not blurring nothing. You gotta listen.
It's a clear line.
When it becomes because my relationship,
one at a time.
Listen, not like y'all growing to see how. No, nigga, you already know. This the girl I want to be with.
Okay.
How do you know that before she has a relationship with your kid?
Because my relationship with her is not the same relationship with my kids.
That's weird.
I don't have my kids. I don't have my kids.
What I said.
I don't have my kids every day.
Her your girlfriend before she got a relationship with your kids.
I don't have my kids every day.
Their kids not going nowhere. They're gonna be your kids forever, nigga.
But my kids don't live with me.
It don't matter. They still kids.
She don't have to. But she don't have to put up with my kids every day for me to be like, how's my kids gonna be going?
You gotta be with your kid. Are you not with?
I'm not with my kids every day. I don't have my kids 24/7. I don't have my kids like Mike has his kids.
I was about to say I'll do and I'll answer after he does.
You feel me? Our situations are different.
It's low-key crazy on Mike's part because you be with your kids all the time. You mean to tell me you gonna be with a shorty before she meets your kids is crazy. At least he's like fighting even being with his kids when he not with a shorty. Like he just fighting to see his kids. Like nigga he having a problem seeing his kids. You saying you with your kids. What would you say? Full time or part time?
Every other weekend.
Full time every day.
Full time every other weekend.
How can you be? That's what I'm saying. Like how can you know? Not even saying how could you know because you could say like anything. How you can know? It don't sit well with me that someone can be in a relationship with somebody and they not have a relationship with their kid first. Like you could be in a relationship with them before they have a relationship with your kid.
Or that woman could be a very good woman and have a good relationship with her kids, and then you not want to be with her no more.
Most people,
your kids, not hers.
Most people
with your kids. Most people
in
you not want to be with her no more.
From what I've seen, most people in situations like that build relationship with the kids when they're already in a relationship with the kid's parent.
They don't just build it off the strength like, oh yeah, I'm with her. Let me
like why would I start letting you build a relationship with my kids when you ain't even officially mine yet? Like yeah,
I'm talking about like. You said meeting your kids. That's what I'm talking about. Do I fuck y'all up with the verbiage?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
And actually, not around the verbiage. You say sometimes you say like I don't mean I say that. You say different things at times, bro. And sometimes I'm gonna just say what I was about to say. And sometimes it seems like you're like you feel like you're about to get like nailed down to one point or caught in the conversation, and you kind of pivot it slightly, and it makes you say different things. Like
I never got caught doing that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Bro, you absolutely, you
this.
definitely do sometimes say one thing and then say a completely different thing. You do that.
No, because I feel like when I say a word, y'all will take a different meaning for it. Like when I'm literally meaning what I say, and y'all will like be like, oh, so you saying that meaning, you saying no, it don't mean, and I'm.
That probably happens too.
It means
that probably happens too.
Exactly what I'm saying. Like before she meets your kid, you said you're gonna be in a relationship with her. Before she meets your kid. Not only did you say that, you said relationship with her for more than half a year before she meets your kid. That to me is like off. Like I don't know. If you have kids, I gotta know how you're gonna be with my kid before I'm with you in a relationship. I think so.
And again, just like we said last week, I guess I have to go back and look. I thought you said have a relationship with my kid. Whoever I'm dating, she's gonna meet my kids before I make her my girl. In a mutual setting.
Like I literally said that. That's what I'm saying. Like y'all need to start.
All right, well,
bro. I literally said that.
It happens both ways. It happens both ways because I feel the same way too. I feel
said,
like
so before she even meets your kid, how long before? I said it. How long before you bring other people around your kid? Y'all said 6 to bringing around your kid. That is bringing around your kid. It's literally
boom. That's the discrepancy. I'm gonna bring her around in that time, but she's not gonna be my girlfriend in that time.
Mike, I said how long before you bring other people around your kids? You said 6 to 7 months.
Yes, but she's not going to be my girlfriend in that 6 to 7 months.
You just said she's going to be around your kid in the 6 to 7 months.
What was your question?
How long before you bring other people around your kids?
6 to 7 months. But in that let me finish. In that 6 to 7 months, she's not going to, like I said, met my kids and she wasn't my girl. We decided we were going to be exclusive. 3 to 4, maybe 5 months later, she met my kids and she was not my girlfriend. To answer your question, it's going to be close to 6 or 7 months before they meet my kid. But that doesn't mean when you meet my kid, you're going to be my girlfriend.
That's not the question. The question was how long before you bring other people around your kid?
6 to 7 months. I said that. Did I not?
So that's where I got confused.
No, you did.
This is where I got confused because
hold on, because we do this every week, and I want to get clarity for moving forward.
But you did say that. That's what I'm trying to hold you to, saying that
6 to 7 months.
Wild to me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what's wild to me.
Even if she's not my girlfriend yet.
Yes, because you're saying I said before you bring other people around your kids, meaning like, we referenced to you talking about relations. You said I need to know that I need to be with her. Then the 6 to 7 months. Did we not talk about that? Because you said
we did. Listen,
I said this is why for this nigga, and then I said you're gonna be with her for how long? You said relationship for month and a half, 2 months. Then I asked you the same thing. You said relationship for 6 to 7 months before she meets your kids. Then I said that's when I got both you niggas trapped because both y'all said the same shit.
All right, so this is
meet a shorty.
So this is what I interpreted when I didn't take.
To be clear, I'm gonna meet her. I'm gonna be getting to know her for some months. While I'm getting to know her, and I feel like I didn't caught feelings for this girl. I think I want to be with her. That's when she's not my girlfriend yet. Let me make everything clear. I've been dating her, dealing with her for some time, for some months. I'm like, you know what? I want her to be my girl. I'm catching feelings for this girl. I want her to be my girl. She's not gonna be my girlfriend at that point. She's not going to be my girlfriend at that point. But she will meet my kids at that point to answer the question. And after she meets my kids, I'm gonna have her, not every day, but she's gonna be around my kids for some more time after that. And based on the way me and her are building, we're continuing to get closer. I'm learning more about her. I'm seeing her when she's upset, when she's angry, when she's frustrated, when she's overwhelmed, when she's had a long day at work. After I've seen her in all these situations, and after I've seen how she relates to my kids, then I can make her my girl. But to answer the question, yeah, after I meet her, I'll be dating her, getting to know her, dealing with her for close to 6 to 7 months. And then she's going to meet my kids. But even when she meets my kids, she's not going to be my girlfriend at that point.
But yeah, so like Mike, I take it as when you said bring around my kids, is like we're in a relationship before she meets my kids.
And again, to his point, he said I said exactly what I said. Y'all take it to determine something that I didn't mean. He didn't say dating. He said meet your kids.
Yeah. So meeting my kids.
I answered that.
All right. To meet my kids, and it's just someone like whatever. To meet my kids close to 6, 7 months. That could be anybody. Ain't gotta be a girl. Like that could be a nigga. Like we could be building a friendship as friends, and you're a man, and we're building. I'm not just gonna bring my kids around you, nigga. I don't know you.
But like the other sex though.
All right, so like yeah, even then, like he could be a female friend. You know I have kids. It's still gonna take me 6, 7 months to where you meet my kids. You might even not come around till my kids have a birthday party, bro.
It'd be like that sometimes when you start to like realize when you
Yeah, you do it too. It happens. It happens.
You be like, damn.
Yeah, you do it too. It happens.
I feel like I'm gonna switch that up and say something else.
Yeah, we all three do it. It happens.
It happens.
Yeah, I'm guilty of it too. Bro.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens. But like typically it
That
takes
shit yesterday. Bro. I ain't gonna lie.
typically it takes some time for me to bring someone around my kids because my kids, I know how my kids are. You feel me? And so I try to save them if things don't work out the way that they want them to work out when they get attached. Like I know how easily my kids get attached to people.
That's not a bad thing, bro.
It's a bad thing.
No, it's not.
Because if that relationship doesn't work out that way, then they know I'm gonna have that attachment.
You gotta guide it, but I'm saying it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing. You just have to guide it. I think it's a great. I actually think it's a great thing.
Open like that leaves them. They're so open minded about things. Like, bro, that's a beautiful thing for them. That means they see the world in the bright way. Like,
And I think that's just bad to be just
you
easily.
think they sweet? That's why.
I think to be easily attached to people is
like, hey, nigga, pick your motherfucker shit up. Stop
like to
hating
be
your shit,
like
nigga.
to just be easily attached. Like I think all kids are easily attachable. Like at first they're standoffish,
That's good.
but once
You
they
see
get
what's wrong
once
with
they get over the standoffness, then they start to open up and become attached.
That's good.
That's when shit get crazy.
No, what's crazy is the motherfuckers that take advantage of that. Those are the pussy bitch ass niggas that need to be checked.
For real.
Kids doing that shit is a beautiful thing, but they supposed to be doing that shit.
That's majority of the
They
kids.
kids,
Bro.
they don't know. So
Yeah,
like,
they don't know. That's why I try to protect them because
okay,
like,
so
all
the
right, hold
problem
on
is the
now.
motherfuckers that know that be that's the motherfucking problem. Them niggas that need to be got. But the kids, they just being kids, bro. I think it's beautiful with kids like that. I don't like kids.
I do too. I do
I
too.
don't like kids with
It is.
that-
It is. It is.
that, like trust issues and shit.
It is no.
Like, little nigga, what the? You
No.
Young to be having trust issues. Nigga, what you
Nah. It's
worried about? Nigga, like,
Nah, bro. It's sometimes scary and troublesome as the parent of young kids that are just like so like personable and just talk to everybody. Because it's like my youngest son Max. He'll walk up to anybody. Hi, my name is Max, and this is my brother Baron, and this is my dad. And it's like, I love that you're that friendly. I love that you just want to talk to everybody. But that make you easy to get snatched up. Mm-hmm. Somebody could easily walk up, like they could hear you. We could walk in the store. You could say it to anybody. They could catch us on the other side of the store. I got little boys that be running around. Y'all could go to the next aisle and be like, hey, Baron, Max, come here. I got some candy. Y'all come with me. And then now you got my kid. You know what I mean? Like, so it makes you uneasy. On the one hand, it's like, I love that my kids are friendly and they want to just talk to everybody and they're so personable because as they get older, that's going to be something that's good for them. They'll be able to easily talk and network and just connect with people. That's a good thing to have. But just when you're 9 and 5 years old, as a parent of that, it's scary. It's like, nigga, stop. And like, I had to catch myself like some months back. Like I had told Max, like he started, like I barked and was like, stop talking to everybody, bro. Stop it. Stop talking to everybody.
No,
and he
my daughter.
And he looked at me. Yes, bro.
That's
yes. And then I got home and I had to tell him. I had to tell him. I didn't like sit him down. It was like this formal thing. But like when they sit down and eat lunch, I had to tell him like.
You said sorry?
I had to tell him because I made him cry. I was like, Max, I'm sorry. Like I scared you and I made you cry. But I literally had to tell both of them. I was like, it's not safe for you to do that everywhere we go. I had to tell him like there are bad people some places. And you could talk to the wrong.
Yeah, you're right.
You could talk to the wrong person, and something bad could happen. And I was like, I love that you talked to. I was like, I told both my kids, I was like, how about this? You only talk to people when you see me looking at them. And he was like, huh? I'm like, yeah. Like, tell everybody if you see me looking at them, if we're walking through the store, and you're like, hey, my name, like when whatever the first thing you say, when they stop, turn and look at me. Top 3 black relationship movies. Y'all want me to go first or y'all want to go first?
Yeah. And y'all let us know. Is it recording?
Yeah, it's recording.
Y'all let us know who got the best list. Because I think my list is fire. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think my list is better than both of y'all's.
It might be.
Mine. But in no particular order. It's not 1, 2, 3. It's
Just top 3.
My 3, I got Two Can Play That Game.
Okay. Jamie Foxx and Gabrielle Union. Okay. No, that's breaking all the rules. Damn!
Two Can Play That Game. That's
that's your one black.
LL Cool J.
Yeah.
And Gabrielle Union.
Yeah.
And then so I got Two Can Play That Game. Deliver Us From Eva.
Ooh.
What is that? Deliver Us From Evil. Who's that?
Deliver Us From Eva. That's when Gabrielle Union plays the oldest of I think 4 sisters that their parents died.
Yeah.
And like all her little sisters, they like married and got relationships. You see the single one that's like interfering with their relationships. So they hire LL Cool J to come date her and like get her to move out of town.
Yeah.
So I got Two Can Play That Game, Deliver Some Eva, and Brown Sugar.
That's crazy. Brown Sugar was in mine too.
I got Brown Sugar.
Yeah,
with Tay Diggs and Sanaa Lathan.
Yeah, those are my shit too.
Yeah.
So My three were Love and Basketball.
Predictable.
Love and Basketball was it. Jason's Lyric and Brown Sugar. And my honorable mention was Daddy's Little Girls.
Jason's Lyric? What is that? I never heard of Jason's Lyric.
Coach him up.
Jason Lyric. All right, so Jason Lyric and Jada Pinkett Smith is in a movie. It takes place in I think it's Mobile, Alabama. It's somewhere in the South, and he spends a lot of time trying to get Jada Pinkett Smith to want to be with him, and they end up being together. And she gets killed like after he falls in love with her and was about to propose to her, make her.
So I'll read you the overview. In a violent, drug-infested neighborhood in Houston, Jason dreams of something better. He works as a TV salesman and helps out his mother and tries to steer his criminally minded brother, Joshua, who's Bokeem Woodbine, onto the right path. But real joy enters Jason's life when he meets Lyric, who's Jada Pinkett. As their romance develops, Jason starts to see a future for himself while also being forced to confront a painful secret from his past. I definitely remember Jason's Lyric. I've only seen it like 2 or 3 times. Like all these other movies that we mentioned, I've seen hella times. I've seen Jason Lyric just like maybe 2 or 3 times.
It's a good ass movie, man.
Yeah.
That's for sure my
Alright,
top.
I'm gonna say my first one. That's crazy. I was gonna say that. My first one for sure is Love Jones. Love Jones for sure. The first one. Love Jones.
What's that one about?
Bro, Mike, stop, bro. Love Jones. You've seen it, right?
I think so.
You've seen it, bro. Stop.
Can you just jog my memory? Did I know you with the question?
Right. That's another one. I like.
With Queen Latifah and Common,
I like
yeah.
that one.
Which one is Love Jones?
And then there was one I chose from the chat. Hold on, that was a really good one. Oh, what's love got to do with it? That's a fire one. That's one I didn't think about. Shout out to the chat. What's love got to do with it? Is fire. You got that's for sure top 3. That's for sure.
I don't know.
Either that one or the one with my honorable mention would be like the one with Frankie Lyman. What the fuck is that movie called? The one
Love
with
Don't Cost a Thing.
No, it's not Love Don't Cost a Thing. It's a thin line between love and hate. Some shit like, is it? No. That's another whole nother movie. But the one with Frankie Lyman.
Frankie Lyman is Love Don't Cost. No, not Love.
It's Love Jones, bro.
It's
No,
Love
it's
Jones.
Yes.
No, it's not. Is it?
No, it is. It is Love Jones. It is Love Jones. It is Love Jones.
That's all I was asking.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Is it Love? No. Is it?
it is. Wait, is it?
The singing nigga, right?
I can't look.
It's Why Do Fools Fall in Love?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
Why Do Fools Fall
That's what
in
I'm talking
Love?
about. Yes.
Because I knew it was one of his songs. I'm
yes,
like, bro,
nigga, yes.
That's all.
That's what I was thinking about.
I knew it was something with love in it. I knew it was something with
Why
love.
Do
Why Do
Fools
Fools
Fall in
Fall
Love?
in Love for sure.
But Love Don't Cost a Thing's fire too with Nick Cannon and
Died. That's wild.
with Nick Cannon and here, nigga.
No, the one with Nick
You
Cannon
gotta put your phone over here
was.
though.
Love Don't Cost a Thing. With
Love Don't Cost a
with Christina Milian. Man.
That shit was dope. And then what was the last one, Frankie Lyman?
That was Why Do Fools Fall in Love.
Yes, bro. That's my shit.
That was Why Do Fools Fall in Love is fire
I
as
fuck
fuck.
with that movie tough.
Yes,
bro.
that one is fire as
That shit is
fuck.
fire. So that one, Love Jones, and then
Just Right.
Just Right for sure. Just Right is fire. I like Just Right.
Yeah, nah. We all got pretty solid lists. I ain't gonna lie.
My list better than y'all's though. For real.
No way.
Nigga, you
No way.
said
No
Love and
way.
Basketball. That's like it's a classic. It's too much of a classic to even say. Like it's like almost like
Nigga, that's the top 3, nigga.
I know, bro.
Love and Basketball, smooth, easy.
Yeah. I'm letting my kids watch the Frankie Lyman shit. That shit.
Why? Hey, you should not do that.
I
You
watched
definitely should not do that.
Bro, all the things that you think about, all the things that
Kids
you did,
definitely should not watch that movie, bro.
made you to who you are right now.
And I shouldn't have watched Why Do Fools Fall in Love as a
If
kid,
you're not happy with who you are
nigga.
right now, then it makes sense on why.
I'm happy as fuck with who I am, but I should not. My kids.
We could all say there was movies and like songs that we heard before we should have heard it. For sure.
Definitely, for sure.
For sure.
For sure.
Like
Like,
what?
I shouldn't have watched Why Do
I
Fools
think
Fall in
I
Love
was
before
late
high
to
school, bro.
everything. So I don't. I was late to I swear to God, I was late to everything, bro.
I feel like I was too,
I ain't
just
seen
like
Kim Kardashian shit until nigga.
the sex tape.
Yes,
Until
like
when?
years after that shit came. I was them out of high school when I seen that shit.
Oh yeah, you was for sure late to that
Exactly, late as fuck.
shit. Nigga, we was talking about that shit when it came out.
I didn't have Twitter, none of that.
I was sheltered to a lot just because I like my dad was a minister. Like I grew up in the church, so it was like a lot of stuff. That's why like my parents was like, "Nah, everybody come over here. Like have your friends that sleep over. You do everything here." My parents are like, to that point actually. While we talking about these movies, I remember being at one of my homegirls' house, Tashara. She from the southeast. I think she live in Texas now, but shout out to Tashara. I was at her house with her family in her living room with her whole family watching Poetic Justice. A movie my parents would have never put on the TV in our house, bro.
That's a fire movie.
It is, but it's not. It's not something you should be seeing at a certain age, though. So we sitting in her living room. We sitting in her living room watching a movie, right? And my parents come knock on the door to come get us to take us home. They open the door. My parents hear the TV, all the cussing, all of this, that, and the third. They going on the TV. I never forget we get in the car. My mom was like, "Why y'all sitting there watching that movie?" I was like, "I mean, this their house. They had the movie on." She's like, "Why y'all didn't go upstairs?" And I asked my mom about that being an adult. I was like, "Do you know you asked me as a 9, 10-year-old why I didn't go upstairs when their whole family was sitting down like I could just go upstairs in somebody's house by myself and just like, you know what I mean?" She was like, "Nah, you right. But to that point, like, nah, I wasn't. My mom was right. I wasn't supposed to be watching that movie at that age.
She said,
like in that movie, they
I guess
sex, cussing, all things.
My
Like,
kids gonna be watching that shit. That shit ain't nothing, bro. That's just me though.
what happened when they go to school and try to recreate what they saw?
They gonna do that with anything they see. They gonna go
So you just go give them all the stuff to go recreate with.
I'm not. I mean, like, who's to say like what I'm giving is what they're gonna recreate? You can't say that.
We gotta have some more of these conversations after you have kids, bro. And I know you said stop doing that, but when we talk about the kids topic, some of the takes you have on it.
Stay away when I have a kid. I swear to God, bro. Like, I've thought about this multiple times.
Yeah. I've thought about it a lot before I had kids too. But once you have them, things change. Just like you think about
what
things.
changed with you? How was you feeling before you had kids versus now?
Certain.
Night and day.
No, not night and day.
They're relatively close, right? Just a few things change.
Yeah.
I'm be the same way, bro.
And that could be one of those few things. Is all I'm saying.
That's not a little thing, though.
Okay.
That's not a little thing. That's perspective.
So you saying when your kids are 7, 8, and 9 years old, you go turn on movies where adults are having sex and cursing. You're gonna turn that on for your kids to watch. Is what you're saying? Exactly.
I'm not gonna turn it off if they are watching it. That's what I'm saying. If it's on, it's on. I'm not gonna turn
My question though, yes or no? You're gonna turn it on for them?
No, I'm not gonna be like.
That's all I'm saying.
Kid,
That's all I'm saying.
I want you to come downstairs and watch this movie.
That's
right
all
now.
I'm saying.
But you're saying like I'm saying that. I'm not saying that. Stop.
No,
I'm not saying.
I'm not saying it like I'm saying.
You
No,
just said,
I said you're not. I said
when you have kids and they're 9 years old, you're gonna put on a movie that
because you're making it seem like it's okay. Because you're making it seem like it's okay.
But you're not getting what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if it's on.
I'm getting what you're saying. I just disagree. I'm getting what you're saying. I just disagree.
You're trying to paint a different picture. You're trying to say like I'm gonna call them downstairs to come watch a movie. Gang, if it's on and they come downstairs and they watching the movie, they're watching the movie. If I'm watching it, they don't want to sit next to me and watch it. They're gonna sit next to me and watch the damn movie.
And I'm saying that's not going to be the case. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's not going to be the
right,
case.
I'm gonna call them downstairs to come watch it with me. That's gonna be the case.
No, I'm saying if you're watching an adult movie where they're cursing and having sex, if your kid comes and sits next to you, you're not going to have them sit there and watch the movie. That's what I'm saying. And that would be irresponsible as well.
I don't know. Because there are some movies.
Okay, I disagree. That's my opinion. My opinion is that's irresponsible.
I don't know. Well, I'm kind of with him on this because there's movies I watch with my parents.
You could be with him. My opinion is the same. It's still irresponsible, nigga.
It's not like there's some things that there's movies that I watch with my parents that like they were watching, and I came in and they ended up watching it, and like when something adult like came on the TV, they're like, yo, close your eyes.
Exactly.
You feel me? Like when sex came on the TV, close your eyes. But
and why are they saying that?
Because the kids should not know what sex is at 8, 9 years old. But I'm not going to turn the movie off. I'm going to tell them the same thing. Hey, yo, close your eyes or cover your head.
You're trying to make it like I'm saying.
I'm just not finna not.
9 years old.
Nah, no, I'm not. You're taking
about the movie.
You're taking away what you.
You just brought up. You just brought up. But he's talking about sex. You asked him why not. Like that's an obvious question. Why you don't?
What did you say before you said that? You said I'm making it like what?
Like niggas, like you're trying to make it seem like niggas is trying to make it seem like.
No, I'm not trying to make it seem like
it
that.
has sex in it, so I want my kid to watch it. No, that's not what the hell I'm saying.
No, I asked a direct question.
I'm saying if it does.
I asked a direct question. I didn't make it seem like anything. I asked a direct question.
Did you not just
I asked a direct question. I asked a direct question. I said when you're watching the movie and your kids come down here and watch it, are you going to send them away or are you going to let them stay?
I'm gonna let him stay.
And that's irresponsible.
Did he not just ask you why wouldn't he? Did he not just ask you why you gonna put your kid's face away when the sex part come on? Did he not ask you that?
I mean, he did ask me that.
Thank you.
So of course we all heard that. You're just asking that to say what? You're asking that to say what?
It's not about the sex. As I'm saying, it's not. He just said in reference to what you were saying. Like, okay, if it is a movie and the sex part comes on in there because it's a part I don't want them to see, I'm going to tell them to turn their head.
And that's my point. You're not going to let them watch it. That's my only point. You're not going to let them watch it.
That's my point. You
okay.
Saying? So
okay.
You're trying to make it seem like the whole point of him bringing it up is because of the sex parts and the cussing part. Like, I'm knowingly going to let my kids see that shit.
No, I'm saying you're knowingly not going to. 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 He just said when it comes up, he's going to tell them to close your eyes, cover your ears, whatever. My point is you're not going to let your kids consume that content. That's my only point. You're not going to. We all know why. Because they're kids and they shouldn't. They're kids and they shouldn't. They're kids and they shouldn't see that. That's why. That's why. You're not going to let your kids watch that type of content.
You can still see the movie.
Yes, the movie. That part of it is what I'm saying. Yes, of course. That part of the movie.
You made it about the movie, though. You said the movie.
Why though? Because those things, because those things are in the movie. Because those things are in the, what is poetic justice about them traveling, friends and all that? Those things are innocent. The sex and the cursing are the bad parts. So if those things are in the movie, I'm not going to introduce this movie to my kids. No, I'm not going to have my kids sit here and watch it. Okay, that's you. And I'm saying I wouldn't do that. Like, that's all I'm saying.
The movie isn't about sex.
It's not about, but it's in there and I don't want my kids to see it.
It's a love movie. It's about.
I don't want my kids to hear the profanity, and I don't want my kids to see the sex. That's it.
They're gonna see it and hear it.
And I'm not gonna be the one to introduce it to them.
Why not?
Because it's irresponsible. Because it's irresponsible to introduce a 9-year-old to cursing and sex.
You're right.
Sure. And open up your chat and ask all the parents in there if they would do it. And I'm sure they'd agree with me. And on that note, we almost made it out of here without argument too. Almost.
You think every parent thinks like that?
No, I'm saying what I think. I'm saying what I think. Yeah.
Doesn't make it a right one.
And I said,
your opinion.
And I said, my opinion is it's irresponsible. I didn't say it's everybody's. I said it's my opinion. And I think most parents would agree with that. Most of the parents I know.
They wouldn't.
Most of the parents I know are not having, and they're not going to watch Poetic Justice with their kids sitting right next to them. Most of the parents that I know. That's all I'm saying.
You can't speak for other people.
I said the people that I know.
Yeah, exactly.
The people that I know.
You can't.
You want me to call them? You want me to call the parents I know?
I don't need to hear them say it.
It's
not like you do. You don't want to vouch for them.
I don't need to hear it because I know. I'm telling you what I know.
Or I know.
So I don't need to call. I'm telling you what I know.
You never know.
No, I'm telling you what I know for a fact. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you, like I said, I could call them if you want. I mean, it's late. It's 12. They're not going to answer. But the responsible parents that I know, they're not doing that.
Only the irresponsible ones are? You can't be.
The responsible parents that I know are not doing that.
Judging like that's what I'm saying. You're trying to pass judgment.
Call it what you want. Call it what you want. I think a responsible parent wouldn't do that.
We ain't even closed out yet.
Let's close out before you wake up. We got literally 30 seconds just to close out. Just to close out.
You saying how other people raise their kids is irresponsible? You can't judge nobody how they raise their kids.
Nah, I just think it's just that one thing. I'm not talking about how people raise their children. It's just that one thing.
Okay, that one thing.
I'm just not like I'm not finna trying to move out to my kids there. I'm just talking about the like, hey yo, cover your head, cover your ears.
Me, if I'm watching them, like it happens all the time. Like if I'm watching a podcast where they curse a lot or a movie that's got certain elements in it that I don't want my kids to see, leave the room. I'm watching this movie. You can't be in here right now. I don't want you hearing or seeing none of this. Leave the room.
Then why are you listening to it?
Because I'm an adult and I can watch whatever I want.
I'm just saying it's that bad. I'm just saying it's that bad. It's that toxic.
Because I'm not impressionable. I'm not 9 years old that's going to hear a curse word. Let me finish. I'm not 9 years old and I'm going to hear a curse word and go to school and say it. I'm not 9 years old and I would see a dude go up behind some girl and dance on her and I would go to school and try to do it. I'm an adult with fully developed frontal lobe and let me finish. I'm an adult with fully developed frontal lobe and let me finish, bro. And a fully can I finish? Can I finish, bro? With a fully developed brain, and I'm not gonna watch something on TV and go out. Can I finish, please? I'm not gonna do. Let me finish, bro. Let me finish, bro. Let me finish, bro. Fuck, let me finish. Why, Dion? Why are you doing this, bro? Why can I not just finish my statement?
Why are you trying to shoot shots?
Dion, why can I not just finish my statement? Dion, why can I not just finish my statement? Dion, why can I not just finish my statement?
Not me though.
Why can I not just finish my statement?
Go ahead.
Why can I not just? I asked you 3 times. Let me just get my shit off, bro. That shit is very frustrating, bro, and I feel like you're starting to do it on purpose.
I feel like you're shooting shots.
But why can I not just finish for 10 seconds and you say whatever you want to say? Who am I shooting a shot at?
The parents who...
You're not even a parent. You're not a parent. Why do you care?
Because I feel like...
But regardless, bro, whatever I'm saying on the podcast, let me Let me finish let me finish what I'm saying, and then you can say yours, bro. Stop doing that.
I gotta have
Yes, you can say... Bro,
no, I said I gotta have a kid to have an opinion on this.
Let me finish what I'm going to say, and then you can say whatever you want to say. Stop cutting me off, my nigga. Let me say what I'm going to say, and then you can... let me get 10 seconds to land. Just let me land my fucking plane, and then you can talk, my nigga. Right. Just let me say what I'm going to say. God damn. And then I ask you 3 times, and then you still keep going, just to keep going for what? If I'm already speaking. If I say, let me finish, nigga, let me finish.
You're saying
That's courtesy, bro.
A parent would do that.
If whatever we're talking about, we could talk about basketball, parents, movies, microphones, cameras. If I'm talking, my nigga, and I get it, it's going to happen on a podcast. We're going to talk. It's going to happen. But if I say, hold on, let me finish, my nigga, just let me finish. I'll give you the same courtesy. That's rude, my nigga. I'm going to give you the same courtesy.
Finish.
I asked you 4 times and you didn't stop. You kept talking. I asked you 4 times.
Are you done saying? Are you done?
I'm not, because I'm still talking. I'm still talking. And you're still talking. And you're still talking. That's my point. That's my point. That's my point. No, I'm trying to talk without being interrupted is what I'm trying to do. And you're still interrupting. So for the duration of this podcast, when I'm talking, and again, I'm not saying it's never going to happen. We're going to talk. It's on a podcast. We're all trying to talk. There's going to be times when we cut each other off by mistake or on accident. We all want to say what we're going to say. It's going to happen. So I'm not saying niggas are always doing it on purpose. What I'm saying is if someone is talking and I say, hold on, just let me finish, my nigga, just let me finish. Why keep talking when I'm already talking and I say, let me just finish real quick. And then you keep talking to him and I say, hold on, just let me finish. And then you keep going. It makes it feel like you're doing it on purpose is what I'm saying.
You're taking shots on purpose. Yes.
What shot am I taking? Even if Dion,
fully developed this.
But you're not a parent, so it's not a shot at you.
He was talking about kids when he said that. He wasn't talking about parents. He was talking about kids.
Thank you.
Nigga, you said
Thank you. Thank you. You're wrong,
You
bro.
asked him why not? Because he's a parent with a fully developed frontal lobe. Kids don't have fully developed frontal
So
lobes.
you're saying so you're saying parents who don't do that don't have fully developed. That's what I'm saying. You're like, why even say like?
No, that's not what he was saying.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
That wasn't what he was saying. That wasn't what he was saying. He was saying because he is an adult, because adults have fully developed frontal lobes. Children do not. All kids don't have fully developed frontal lobes. Children don't have that. We don't develop it as the older you get.
We weren't even comparing adults to children.
No, what you said made it sound like he was saying that adults.
He was comparing adults.
You don't never let niggas finish, so you don't never understand what niggas are trying to say.
We were never comparing adults to children.
He wasn't saying adults don't have that though. He wasn't saying adults don't have that.
We were not talking about adults. We're not comparing adults to children, bro. We were not.
You're still not catching my point, though.
You're not getting my point. The point originally was about adults that choose to have their kids watch it.
No,
adults
but Dion,
choose not to have their kids watch it.
And what he was saying was because adults have
with a fully developed.
Because adults, all adults. If you're an adult,
hold on. He's not gonna listen. I'll talk to you. He asked me if it's so bad. He asked me if it's so bad. Why is it okay? Why is it okay for me to watch it, but not okay for a kid to watch it? But it's okay for me to watch it because I'm an adult, and it's not okay for a kid because they're a kid.
And he was saying why, as a parent, as an adult, he would not let his children watch it
because you asked
him why he would not, and he was explaining to you why he would not.
Exactly. Versus giving his own personal, he's trying to say
that's not what happened.
He's an adult with a fully developed. No, and it's like, gang, you're not.
No, you're not. Dion, what happened was. So you're saying like the parents that don't do it don't. Okay. They're not like. We trying to say like they don't have it. And again, you're fully missing the point, bro. You're fully. He tried to explain, but you just want to argue. You asked me, then why am I watching it if it's so bad? You said, why am I? And I said, I can watch it because I'm an adult and I'm not impressionable like a child. I was answering that. You said, why is it, if it's so bad, why are you watching it but your kid can't? My kids are 9 and 5. They're impressionable. They're gonna watch something and try to recreate it or try to say what they just heard on the TV. To answer the question, it's okay for me to watch it because I'm 36. And I know what I'm supposed to say and do outside. My kids don't have that full understanding. I was answering that question. So I was answering about the fully developed frontal lobe that my kids don't have, that I have. That's the question I was answering. But again, you don't let a nigga finish, so that's it. All right. On that note, it's been episode 85 of the 86? 85 of the Ain't Got It Yet podcast. I'm Michael Flicks.
I'm the Don.
I'm the one and only DJ. Like always.
We almost got out of here without an argument.
I'm saying it every time. If you say the Don, nigga, so I'm gonna say the one and only DJ every time.
Say what you gonna say, man.
Like always.
Like always, nigga. Like always. Because I always say it. So like always, I'm the one and only DJ. My man, the Don. And Michael Flicks here. We signing off for episode 85 of Ain't Got It Yet podcast.
86.
85. And we out, man. Yee!